Ladies and gentlemen, the Insane Clown Posse.
Calling all Juggalos.
July 21st and 22nd, you must come to
Detroit, Michigan. At the Novi Expo Center.
It's the gathering of the Juggalos.
Witness
2 full JCW wrestling shows.
View
our brand new movie, Big Money Hustler.
Get
free tattoo.
Meet
Dolomite, ICP, TwiZtiD, and many more.
Enter
the massive House of Horrors.
Watch the giant human freak show.
See
live in concert.
TwiZtiD,
ICP,
Blade,
Project Boom,
Misery,
Cottonmouth King,
Slash, and many more.
Compete
in hundreds of contests, bungee run, human bowling, sumo wrestling, and more. Tour
the Psychopathic Art Gallery, the tour buses, and all of ICP's famous stage sets.
Play
the netting game. All of this is taking place July 21st and 22nd
at the Novi Expo Center in Novi, Michigan.
Tickets available at all Ticketmaster locations. One ticket gets you in for both days. Check out JuggaloGathering.com,
InsaneClownPosse.com,
and TwiZtiD.com.
And we'll see you at the gathering of the Juggalos, motherfucker.
The amazing Jeckel brothers was out, and this was still its turn to ride. We still had too much ammo left on the 5th to be heard. Billy Bill set up for a special team of super road ninjas for our new tour. It was hard, but for this tour, we kept our road crew as small as possible. Psychopathic Records needed everybody else back at our warehouse in Detroit. They all were needed to help Rob put together the first annual gathering of the Juggalos. What is that, you ask? It's a motherfucking Juggalo Woodstock, only better. There's more to do, more to see, more hoes to fuck, and it's all way more insane than any other festival on the planet. It's a 3 or 4 day long, incredible, amazing, giant Juggalo festival convention that my brother put together, and he continues to do it today. This was going to be huge. It was going to feature concerts, wrestling, seminars, a haunted house, a 6-part ICP museum, contests, games, on and on and on. The first was scheduled to be in Novi, Michigan at the Novi Expo Center. Wow, just a mere 8 miles from where our office was. How convenient. That's what they were putting together. It felt like our tour was nothing compared to the monster that Dr. Frank and Rob and them were putting together for the gathering of the Juggalos' first annual. The tour was over, thank God, and the day had come to return to the murder mitten. As soon as we stepped off the plane, we started noticing Juggalos. There were Juggalos scattered throughout the airport. It was crazy. On the way home, we saw carloads of Juggalos everywhere, all coming into town. It really was like Woodstock, only it was ours. They had everything a Juggalo would ever want. They must have all been working night and fucking day forever setting all this up. They had every stage set from every tour we'd ever done all set up with lighting and everything. It was awesome. You walk into this giant convention hall and you can go walk through every stage set from every tour. We kept all this shit in storage, and these guys, my brother and them fucking real pros, pulled out every stage set and set it up in this giant convention hall so you can stand on the stage and take photos on it or whatever the fuck you want. And that was just one feature of this amazing thing we were witnessing for the first time.
What up, y'all? It's the Jokerz Gallery right here on the Fago Lovers Network. Another edition of 5 Piece coming at you today. It's a very fucking special edition of 5 Piece because exactly 22 fucking years ago today, a bunch of fucking teenagers and young 20-year-olds headed to Novi, Michigan for the first ever gathering of the fucking Juggalos, which is a huge fucking part of my life. No, JROCC was there. I'm really fucking interested to get to talk to somebody else that was in attendance. Before we get into talking about the gathering, though, introduce the panel right here beside me. You got the host of Speak Your Clout podcast, Mr. Mike Sears.
Boy, Mike Sears, Speak Clout podcast, Bender Boys, Jokerz Gallery. You know what I'm saying?
Directly below me, you got the Larry King of the Underground representing Trife Life for life, LukeTheGoon.com for life, and Goon Management for life. Mr. Luke the Goon.
Goon Management, LegionRealm.net, ArmyTheHeartless.com, Noisetown.com. Hell yeah, let's go.
You gotta get you a fucking NASCAR jacket like I was talking about with all your shit going on so I can remember them all, so I can fucking read them off.
Also, actually just announced today, I think they're calling it the 2-6 Chronicles. New blog that the Fams and the Hooligans are running now. I'm going to be a writer contributor, so I'll be doing probably some like exclusive videos for him, some news shit. So I mean, I know we're on Fago Lovers, so but you know, hell, fuck it. Just announced today, so check that shit out too.
Hell yeah! And then I talked about it being a gathering edition of 5-Piece. This dude's got my favorite channel on YouTube. I ain't even front. I know we're on Fago Lovers, so I could probably say that's my favorite channel. But man, Bootlegged at the Gathering, I'll be watching the fuck out of that channel. It's the homie JROCC's channel. What's good with you, man? Appreciate you stopping by.
Fuck yeah, put out Bootlegged at the Gathering on YouTube. Just trying to preserve our culture and show people what I've seen.
Yeah, let everybody know what's going on. Like, I know, like, you post, like, classic shit. Like, I know a couple times, like, you've posted stuff from, like, 2004 gathering that Mike went to, so I, like, sent it to him. It's like, you seen this shit? Like, he probably seen that shit in fucking 20 years, and, like, then you post shit from the first gathering and shit like that. Just let everybody know what's like, your concept with your channel is, because it's fresh as fuck. I want to get the word out.
Well, I've always liked bootleg videos in general, watching them and shit like that, so I just started taping them myself. Once I started going to gatherings, it was abundantly clear that that's what I was going to do, and I've been taping since then, since the start.
And speaking of gatherings, like I said, he was at the first one. He's been to 18 of them. Going to be his 19th this year. So I mean, he's seen a lot of fucking Juggalo history going down. So it's going to be dope to talk about that for sure. Before we get into talking about the actual gathering and our top 5 performances of all time in the gathering history, I'm going to talk about last week we had a couple of viewers put their top 5 opinions in for the Green Book. We're celebrating the Green Book's 19th birthday, so I want to get the viewers' opinion in there. Since they put up with our opinion all the time, we got to get theirs in there.
Yeah, so we got Dead Waffles. Number 5, Wondering Why. Number 4, Hydro. Number 3, Serial Killer. Number 2, I'm the Only One. And number 1, You Don't Want to Be Like Me.
No beef there. There was no the bone on that list.
Yeah, I know. I don't think. Oh yeah, that record doesn't really have the bone, but yeah.
That Bobby's dad is.
Bobby's dad. Yeah. Bobby's dad was on there. I might question it.
Yeah, Bobby's dad's not like the bone level, but you know.
Yeah.
I think it.
Shaggy Matt 92 Jacobs. That's an interesting name. Number 5, Hum Shabum. Number 4, Everybody Dies. Number 3, Afraid of Me. Number 2, Serial Killer. Number 1, Darkness. That matches up quite a bit with like what we had, I think.
Yeah, it's damn near my list, so I ain't got no beef with that at all. I always appreciate when the viewers drop their opinion on there. Drop your opinion on your top 5 gathering performances of all time in the comment section right here. We'll get your opinion on next week. Like I said, we're talking about the gathering of the Juggalos. Started off in 2000, but we always talk about when we first remember hearing about the fucking thing that we're talking about on the show every week. And for me, when it's the gathering, it's actually a hotline, an ICP hotline from the year 1999. From a projected gathering, it was going to go down in St. Louis. It ended up happening. I got Luke with the video with that. We're going to go ahead and play it so everybody can peep out this freshness. This is some Juggalo fucking history.
After months of research, we figured out where ICP sells all their records, counting SoundScan figures from every major U.S. city. And then we averaged them all out and found a middle ground. St. Louis was the closest to that middle point. St. Louis is not ICP's best-selling city by far, but it was the calculated middle spot of all of ICP's best-selling markets. Thus, it was the fairest spot we could pick. Some ask why we don't just give it away at one location in every state. That way, every Juggalo can get one. The reason we don't do that is simple. If we gave every Juggalo a free CD, we'd be flat-assed out. Every Juggalo is about 2 million Juggalos. If we manufactured 2 million free CDs, we'd be dead broke and smoking crack for the rest of our lives. Just so that you don't have to make a drive. Besides, that's what makes this CD so special. Because only people that will have it are the ones who really, really wanted it and were willing to make the voyage for it. If you happen to live near St. Louis, then you just got lucky, that's all. So what? The rest could just quit bitching and start planning how to get there. But for those that ain't bitching about the drive to St. Louis, allow me to tell you what else you'll get when you reach your destination. When you get to Vintage Vinyl on December 27th, they'll congratulate you and give you your Rydas CD, but they'll also give you a map. The map will lead you to a giant convention center just 3 miles away. There at the convention center, you will attend the first annual Gathering of the Juggalos, a giant, fresh-ass free 2-day, December 27th and 28th Juggalo convention. Every last item ICP has ever had in their career will all be available. Every last piece of merchandise from the inner city posse days to the local Detroit days till today will be available. Plus mad, brand new, never seen before items will be available. There will be a t-shirt booth with over 45 ICP t-shirts available in every size. Also, they'll be available in long sleeve, hoodie, girly, coochie styles and everything. Plus 15 never seen before styles. There will be a hat booth with over 40 different styles of ICP hats. Snow caps, beanies, and toques, everything 10 never seen before styles. There'll be a Zippo lighter booth selling all ICP Zippos. 25 styles will be available, including 7 styles never seen before. A poster booth with over 100 styles of posters and 150 styles of flyers from the old days to the present. All posters and flyers will be available in all sizes. A video booth with many live concerts captured on video from around the world, plus videos of ICP's wrestling shit, WWF, WCW, backstage footage, NAW, and more. Also backstage home direct video footage from touring. Even a 2.5-hour long director's edit of Big Money Hustlers will be available. Music? You want music? Sure, you already have your never seen before Psychopathic Rydas album, but how about Dark Lotus 4 months before it hits stores? Also 2 bootleg albums of ICP outtakes and scratch songs, including rough vocals and test beats. Plus, not to mention, every other ICP record will be available on vinyl and CD, including Dog Beats, 2 Basement Cuts albums, original Carnival of Carnage, every rare single, every rare giveaway CD in ICP's career. It will be available at this giant convention for low prices, too. Everything you ever wanted to buy, plus so much more that you'll have a panic attack when you walk into the place.
Right there, you hear it, the rundown, man. That sounds like fuck Shangri-La right there. they said 100 plus posters, 150 flyers. I'm like, God damn, man. Like, I remember there was Juggalos like saving their money for that shit too. Like, there was Juggalos going in there with 5Gs just wanting to buy everything. But like I said, like, as fresh as that fucking sounded, it ended up not happening. That was where you were supposed to get the first Rydas CD if you showed up. They picked St. Louis because, like they said in the hotline thing, it was kind of the center of everything, which I was stoked for. That's 3 hours from my crib, so I was like, "Oh shit, I'm fucking good." That's even close. That's close. That's like half the distance from Detroit to my house, so I was all about it. But unfortunately, it didn't go down. I don't know the exact reasons why it didn't go down, but I know they definitely didn't just like sleep on this ideal. They're like, this ideal is so fresh, we got to go through with this shit. And then, like, I think the other big thing about it that really helped the gathering kick off was them going to Woodstock. They got paid 100 G's to be able to, you know, finance the first gathering a little bit. And then they also seen Woodstock in general, and they're just like, we could do this with fucking Juggalos, you know, 5,000-10,000 deep and do it our own self. So whenever I started actually thinking about the gathering of the Juggalos, it's the first gathering, man. I remember getting there, and I know I was like an hour late after the doors opened, but I know all that merch that they listed wasn't there for sure. I know a bunch of the merch got jacked because there was nobody at the merch booths when it first got open. So like, I didn't even have to get a program whenever I walked in. They were already gone because the first like amount of them got jacked. So like, that's what I remember is like a whole lot of chaos going into the gathering, the first gathering of the Juggalos in 2000. And also kind of being surprised that it was in like, kind of like urban Detroit almost. It was in Novi, but it was like, you know, there was a Big Boys in the parking lot. I was like, damn, that's probably not gonna be a lot of weed smoked in there in the next couple of days. What do you think about the first time you think about hearing about the gathering, Mike?
I think about my homie Steve that put me on to the scene back in '97. He was going, and I gave him $100. You know, that's back on my knucklehead, selling some weed type shit back in the day. Statute of limitations are done. Fuck it, right? So yeah, I gave him $100, and he came back with Dumpin', Psychopathic from Outer Space, and the Blaze EP. You know, and I still have the same pressings to this day.
Fuck
And,
yeah, that's fresh.
Yeah, he's originally from Detroit, so that's what I think about when I think about the first gathering. You know what I'm saying?
About you, Luke?
Man, I remember this was like right in the time where my whole family moved from where I lived in like Northeast Ohio, like near Cleveland, to Illinois, like where near St. Louis is. And all I can remember when they were going to announce the gathering is like I'm going to be 16. So I'll have a driver's license and I can drive. I could drive there. Obviously, like that was like wishful thinking at the time. But if I had stayed in Ohio where all my Juggalo homies were, I may have gone because I would have had all my Juggalo homies. But when I moved, obviously, I didn't have any of those homies. I didn't know anybody. But yeah, that's what I always think of. I always think of like me being like, oh, I have my driver's license when I'm 16. I'll be able to drive. That's what I always think of.
But you, JROCC, I know you had an interesting trip there.
Hell yeah, I rode the Greyhound there. It was long as fuck and tiring as fuck. And I remember getting there, and I went there later in the day. And before that, Howard Stern did a radio interview with ICP. We listened to that in a parking lot before we went to the gathering. And then went to the gathering, and there's nothing but Fagel fights outside. Old school style shit. Not a lot of shit you see today. But it was definitely crazy as hell. Didn't know what to expect. Didn't know anything about anything about gathering back then.
I always say this, like everybody involved with that first gathering was like mid-20s and under mindset and everything. So it was just like a go for it mentality and see what happened. I mean, even like ICP was mid-20s at that point. So it wasn't like there was a responsible adult there that was 55 telling us we probably shouldn't do that. So it was like a lot of craziness. I know there's a picture of a Juggalo jumping off the roof of the place. It was a Novi Expo Center, huge ass roof. Motherfucker jumps off of the roof into like a dumpster, like fucking Terry Funk style. I remember that shit.
Yeah.
You talked about being on a Greyhound. I took a Greyhound 36 hours round trip for a Hallowicked 98. And like people hear Greyhound now and they're like, oh, it's not too bad. No, motherfucker, 98, there wasn't no Wi-Fi on board. There wasn't shit to do. Like I literally spent $40 on batteries for my Discman for those trips just to have a fucking Discman for that time.
Greyhound trips, but people don't, man, Greyhound is it sucks, bro. It's awful. I can tell you that. Like the one trip I had, like people were like passing around like sneaking alcohol and shit. Like, hey bro, you want to drink of this shit? Fucking like, and you make all these stops at like these like in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m. You stop in like some weird city and there's guys out there haggling. Like I could go into a whole bunch of stories about them. Greyhound is a trip, bro.
Hell yeah, man. Like I started out in Owensboro, Kentucky, was going to Columbus to meet a juggalette and then go to fucking Detroit. I started out in Kentucky. They take me to fucking Evansville, Indiana, and then to fucking Louisville, Kentucky, then to like some other buttfuck place in Ohio, and then fucking Columbus. So like you said, it's not a direct fucking like a plane ticket, like where you just go wherever the fuck you're going. You're on that motherfucker for deep, just posted up, chilling, doing nothing.
I don't know if I've told this story before, but when I took Greyhound is when a crackhead tried to sell me a fake gold no limit chain.
Sounds about right.
He came up with like, like a big thing with like all these gold chains on it and shit. This is when like no limit was popping, you know what I mean?
I love no limit. Though.
Like $15. Like, man, I don't want your shit, man.
Oh yeah.
I love that shit. You already told me that before. It's just hilarious.
I don't think I'd heard that story before.
Oh man, it was a trip. That was in St. Louis, actually. St. Louis Greyhound Station.
Just to go back to like the first gathering, once you got off the Greyhound after being on it for fucking days, what'd you think about? Like, could you believe there was that many fucking juggalos that actually made it to that point? Because like I said, we were all young, so I didn't know how many people was going to be able to get like the money, the ride, and the time off work, school, whatever, to be there. So I was kind of blown away whenever I seen that many people. What'd you think?
It's crazy. I luckily knew a juggalo that lived in a suburb of Detroit, so he swooped me up from the Greyhound station.
Nice.
took me over the city and showed me the history spots. It was awesome.
Hell yeah. That was one of the dope things about like the time away from the gathering, because the first day of the gathering, I think it was only like 5 hours that it was open. So like you had a lot of time to kick it afterwards. And that was so dope having like Juggalos from Detroit show all of us around. They were showing us where like go to get the most of variety of Faygo and shit. Like I got to taste like flavors I never got to taste before. So that was super tight, going to all the fucking places I heard about, like Clark Park, fucking Military Street, and fucking just I seen like, remember I went to one of my homies. He lived like 20 minutes from the fucking place, and like he had all the posters that I'd only seen on Vinny's wall on Documentaries. And then he had like fucking 5 versions of every fucking tape, cassette, CD ever. It's like just shit you don't see unless you're a Detroit motherfucker who's been there since day one. So that was one of the doper things of the whole first gathering, was just it being in Detroit around all that original Juggalo flavor.
Hell yeah.
I'll go ahead and get into the top 5. Speaking of the original gathering, it's going to be TwiZtiD's performance at the original gathering for me.
Please direct your attention to the stage. The time has come once again for the wicked shit. Juggalos, are you ready for the wicked shit? You see, this is the gathering of the Juggalos, where Juggalos worldwide have come together in one place at one time to represent their Juggalo pride. Speaking of pride, there happens to be 2 of the proudest serial killing Juggalos, known to the underground, waiting in the shadows with this motherfucker in hand. Juggalos and juggalettes, please welcome Monoxide and Jamie Razors. But you can call them TwiZtiD!
Watches they change and mutate into a freak show. TwiZtiD serial killing Juggalos. What? Watches they change and mutate into a freak show. TwiZtiD serial killing Juggalos. I was born an accident off the ripper. Free spirit, but a mind drifter. Vampire label me a blood sipper. With an X in the middle of my head, the falling sun. Grave walker, leader of a legion of killers and soul stalkers. Midnight marauders, we put the world into submission. We told all the yard to listen. Twisted moments get the superstition. Transparent, like a shadow in the dark, I float by. Looking at you dead in the eye. Time to wake the dead on up and ring the alarm. I got you bitches shaking and nervous and sweaty palm. Turn up beyond. Lands where mortals are never roam. Homer's in the pitch black room all alone. Separated until death do its own. So I create and populate the dead zone. Say, watches they change and mutate into a freak show. TwiZtiD serial killer Juggalos. Watches they change and mutate into a freak show. TwiZtiD serial killer Juggalos. Watches they change and mutate into a freak show. TwiZtiD serial killer Juggalos. Watches they change and mutate into a freak show. TwiZtiD serial killing Juggalos. Brand motherfucking new. Every MC in the vicinity booked to number 2. Coming out like freak shows. And all y'all hoes that don't know, don't catch elbows and Jeckel. Bitch, you don't know about the dark carnival, the misunderstood realm of all Juggalos. Called free shows and made fun of them every day. But when we returning actions, y'all bitches run away. I'm a warlock, walk on water with wicked spells. Banish the purgatory, borderline of heaven and hell. See me for all that I am and all that I do. The multiple man appearing multiples of 2. Evolution of the soul took place in the cocoon. Being from the shadow by the light of the moon. We a night breed, walking amongst the dead. Nobody can figure out what's going on inside of our head. Watches they change and mutate into a freak show. TwiZtiD serial killing Juggalos. Watches they change and mutate into a freak show. TwiZtiD serial killing Juggalos. Watches they change and mutate into a freak show. TwiZtiD serial killing Juggalos. I can't hear you. Watches they change and mutate into a freak show. TwiZtiD serial killing Juggalos. Check this out. We bring the wicked shit. You know what I'm saying? We bring the wicked shit. Juggalos at on this side? Where the Juggalos on this side? Who wants some of that? Who wants some of that real shit? Some of that old school shit? All the way in the back. Who knows the words to this shit? I represent the east side, no peace. Fuck the police. We tell you to increase like the seats that face. A grown man telling you something that he believes. Practice what it seems. No more tricks up my sleeve. What the fuck, bitch? Why you talking shit? You better talk, bitch. Before your dog get hit. This shit is twisted. Deeper than that old French spray. Sticking in the jam and jelly face. Everybody else still talking about something. What you thought you heard, bitch? Ain't it cause you're from? Because you damn wrong. Dinner table conversations. Leaving you pistol empty in the corner with abrasions. Caught in the contamination. My mind state. Sleeping in dream. Hoping it's going I awake. Mama think I'm a flake. Want play cereal. Get through little blood in my mind like Godzilla. We survive like caterpillars and cocoons and caskets. Stretch the industry like a lab. Because we so fantastic. Like the Newport cigarette that I smoke. I hit the motherfucker till I choke. I'm bragging I books about nothing. Down and hoes fucking. So understand that he's saying something. Never be heard. I'm underground with the dirt and grind. Slashing hands be no reason for rhyme. This whole time like a motherfucker. Leaving you hanging in the forest. Standing in some comfortable shits like Chuck Norris. Next to chorus. Secondhand smoke when you breathe. Remember when I told you always believe. You will leave on the monoxide child of wild. Yo, travel the world on 9 clouds. Scream aloud. What? Breathe it in. 1 second head smoke. Yeah. What? Breathe it in. 1 second. Phony bitches wanna shut me down. Putting thugs on the microphone. Hating on the individual. Handle Mr. Bum. Talking speakers ain't homes on they dead bro. If they all turn this motherfucker up and mash on. If you blast on bitch ass niggas at fast rates. Throwing at a fast rate. Make my heart break. I'm looking damn in the face and I don't even shut up. If a woman starts cheating, motherfucker. Bitch, I'm up for self down. Green weed, fame and wealth. So take your hopes and dreams and put that shit back on the shelf. Cause we rolling in a ride bar consoling. Cigarette lighter bubble with a wood grain motive. We taking curves with these. Blowing trees, cooking Chinese. Hoping that the cops ain't telling me. Trying to violate the glass house. Nigga, pass the block before you pass out. Cause now it's all pushing hubcam. Patrolling the hood, so fuck that. Heard the shit, and the shit is all brown. Letting the attack, cause we move when it's dark. And I believe the rumor, cause they probably all right. We out of sideline, conceal weapons and drug trade. Barricading the door for the rain. And in the shade, it's a saw dog, double barrel pump. Looking for motherfuckers who wanna jump. Cause I got 13 bullets in my pocket, I'm a madman. My trigger finger turning suckers to sand.
They broke out like their freak show look. They had those jerseys, the freak show jerseys. It was like the first time that they'd officially set on a look. Like that freak show look is many people's favorite look of all time from them. And then they broke out Mutant X, like the song that like nobody had ever heard from Freak Show. So like it was the kickoff of that whole new fucking era right there. And like the Juggalos in attendance got to hear that shit before anybody. So that makes it stand out to me for sure. Like I said, it really like set them with a look. And because like throughout Most Tasteless, they went from hoods to fucking dark circles under their eyes to fucking pasty white fucking vampire kids and like all kinds of fucking looks. And then like by the time Freak Show rode around, that first gathering rode around, they had it locked down and they debuted it at this first gathering. Man, it was so epic. They ended up putting it on Born Twisted, like the performance of it. So that's an epic thing that even like people that weren't at that gathering remembers because that shit came out right whenever Freak Show came out. So I'll put Twisted's performance at the 2000 gathering at the 5 spot.
Dope shit. My 5 spot. Now, this little disclaimer: this performance is better than everything I have on the list. I just put it low because I didn't experience it, but it's Violent J, Wizard of the Hood.
I see the weather bad, hit the top on up like I better had. I cut back to the cut to get a cut of my cut. Cause even in a hurricane, a crackhead will show up. I be the gang 10K-er, gang fag slayer, backwayer with a sweet, sweet AK. I don't care. I like the darkness. Woo! It's about to hell in you. Tornado sirens, let it rain, wicked shit. I like the darkness. It's about to hell in flow. Tornado sirens, let it rain, wicked shit. It's pouring, man. I'm smoking a blunt. It's pouring rain, the hood soaking it up, but it's getting kinda windy and the walls are shaking. Fucking roofs coming off, I'm in a lazy boy banking. I see the crackheads trying to reach the porch, but the wind sweep them off before they get to the door. They only 90 pounds. Grab something held down, cause you looking funny flying around. Fag, blunt wrap on my lap, ass all over me, playing Nintendo. Mega Man 4 from 93. Shutters are shaking and the lightning is frightening. Fucking windows are breaking, man, I'm thinking it might be a tornado. Go to the door, open it up. Yup, all the same, back to my game. It's alright as long as that motherfucker stay outside of tight. I like the darkness. Come on! It's about to hell in flow. Tornado sirens, let it rain, wicked shit. I like the darkness. It's about to hell in flow. Tornado sirens, let it rain, wicked shit. Holy fucking shit, what the fuck is happening? The whole house spinning and shaking, damn near breaking in half. I take it and laugh, cause what the fuck can I do? I put the rocks in my socks so I don't lose them too. I'm fucking hanging out, I lost all of my drawers somehow. My game's still good, chilling on pause. We airborne in the windows, flying, passing by. Our crackheads waving at me, still trying to buy mailboxes, a pizza man, some garbage cans. Then I seen a naked ass bitch like that. There was all kind of crazy shit caught in the storm, but before long all the shit was gone. I'm alive, man, but don't know where the fuck I am. Damn, I don't understand fantasy land. I'm looking out my kitchen window, but I don't see the sedan. I'm blocks and damn, it's not the land. I got the JROCC for 20 spot. I think we out of Michigan. The wind it must have put me farther. Seeing purple trees and yellow clouds is talking to each other. Maybe another dimension, even not to mention talking trees with information worth receiving. I got probation, I can't be leaving. I'm thinking only what I need. Emergency needs a sack of 17 roaches and a regular weed. I'm standing on the porch, I'm still denying this shit. I notice all these tiny little people hiding in shit. There's hundreds of them all staring at me, scared to their spots. I'm tripping out cause everything they got me colorful with polka dots. They probably don't like my raggedy crack house on they land. I understand, but when I walked out and said what's up, a party began. Some neighborhood trick, huh? That's the shit, huh? Look, there go her feet sick, huh? Dumb bitch, I started playing it off. I seen her in the window, so I was running around, moving shit and aiming it. So, you know, anyway, how the fuck I'm getting home?
Don't worry, see this yellow alleyway will get you home in a hurry. Leads to the wizard, the player, he's the pimpest of all. He'll get you any fucking thing you need.
In that case, I'm dancing with John.
Take your ass
seen it on YouTube. Incredible. You know, the fucking little munchkins to like everything was incredible, you know, and I really love that album. It's a big part of my life, Wizard of the Hood. So to see that perform like that was dope. I wish I was there. It'd be number one if I was there for sure. But yeah, only reason why it's low on my list because I wasn't there physically. So yeah, Wizard of the Hood, Gathering the Juggalos 2017, Violent J.
I'm sure we'll be speaking about that several times coming up. So we move on quickly. But yeah, like Mike said, it ain't gotta be a gathering you were at. Like, of course, the gatherings you're at, those performances are probably gonna mean more to you or whatever. But you don't have to be at that gathering to experience it live for it to make your list. So, because I mean, fucking Wizard of the Hood's gotta make your list. if you weren't there, like your list would just be mad whack and Wizard of the Hood ain't on there. So that's how we went about with how we allowed what performances to be on the lists. What you got, Luke?
I tried to mix mine up a little bit. I didn't want to put like all 5 being ICP performances or fucking. So I wanted to mix it up a little bit. So my number 5 is Esham at the 17th annual gathering.
If you do, I want to cut. Shit. Your fault, the nigga dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6. Here come the voodoo. What you gonna do with my crew? Back from the dead, once more again. Fucking up the flow again. Fucking here we go again. Oh, not me again. Last time I got shit. Burned down the church coming through like the exorcist. Next minute, you didn't put on my shit list. Pro life is keep this. You can't fuck with this. Wicked, wow, wicked style. I don't give a fuck out in rough. I'm psycho, just like Michael. And I might go a little something like this. Suicidalist, dangerous. Minds bust when I bust. Digging up dust, how I must. In God you trust. If I add just, then I add justice. No justice, no peace. Bloody body holy. Belly of the beast. Got me feeling for a cracker. Jack me pimple. Make your body tremble. Cardiac arrest from the one in the chest. Then I'm KILLTHEFUTUS. Yes, I'm down with NATAS. I suggest you try, but don't cry. Cause the wicked shit'll never die. Resurrected, niggas unexpected. The closed casket. When I'm leaked out and blasted a basket. Can't sip the brother's energy, I'm not alone. Having fatal thoughts of putting the chrome to my dome. Now what kind of wicked shit? It's some old wicked shit. Not so many niggas all on the devil digging shit. Stay on pump, I think my sound sick, but I'm so sick of this. Help, cause count the my shit is so ridiculous. I know my shit is better than Luther Vandross. Psychic, that you wanna hit me with the Holy Ghost. Overdose, diagnose, niggas in the comatose. What's up, fuck ya, nigga, motherfuck ya. Voodoo, wicked child, born a bastard. Visions of bloody bodies being blasted. Thinking of excuses. Voices in my head, mental abuses. To lose my mind on a flash time. Refuses to answer. True confession to your question. Me and myself versus Smith and Wesson. I'm that nigga with the wicked ass flow. Bitch, you better act like you know. Cause the wicked shit'll never die. You should've never won 87, never go to heaven. And fuck that, reverend all day whenever it feel like giving up. Mind starts blowing up, some old wicked shit. Once again I'm throwing up a fit. I'm never gonna get into heaven. That's why I bought me a 357. Fuck a reverend, and God I can't trust this true. So when I go to hell, better me and not you. I'm a walker, bloody trail, and you can follow if you want. If you truly understand, but my man, I think you don't. I'm a suicidal, one vital, my title's homicidal. So many niggas that die when I write my recital. They don't understand that I got a plan for the clan, the Aryan nation. White and Caucasian, I'm sick of all the bullshit. I better be dead, but first I better put a bullet in your head instead. They said that everything I said was a lie, but if you go and kill the fetus, you cry. Cause the wicked shit'll never die. Real motherfucker.
His set list was fucking fire, and the intro to it was so dope because he had like this like cartoon like this old timey black and white cartoon playing, and then he fucking jumps out with the wicked shit'll never die, and it's so fucking dope. Esham kills it most of the time. So I decided to put this one on there. He also had another dope one where I can't remember what year it was, but he had TNT hyping for him. And he brought out, yeah, that was a dope one as well.
That was it.
That was 04, the one Mike was there.
TNT had like the little fucking Jamaican hat on.
Yeah.
Esham's legendary at the gathering, man. He did a 4-hour performance one time at like 2 a.m. You never know what you're gonna get with Esham. That's why it's dope. He's on the second stage. Like he might play for 4 hours this year if he takes the notion to do so. What you got your 5 spot, JROCC?
I would say Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown killed it in that little area that he had.
Hell yeah.
I never expected Bobby Brown to put it off like that. He just set it off. It was a pretty amazing performance. I didn't expect Bobby Brown to even come to the gathering ever.
That's like Busta Rhymes whenever he performed. Like he didn't think like Juggalos was gonna like his shit, and he was like apprehensive about it. And then like 20 minutes into it, whenever the Juggalos are singing all of his lyrics back to him, that motherfucker was rocking out. So
hell yeah.
Coolio the same way. Like Coolio ended up getting a Juggalo tattoo, misspelled Juggalo, but still got the fucking tattoo. He felt so much love at the shit. So it was always dope whenever they brought in fucking like acts I grew up watching, Ice Cube, Red Meth, like that Cave and Rock era especially, man. They just bring it in some monsters.
Bobby Brown is my shit. Don't be cruel. Classic.
My prerogative.
That's
That's one thing about the gathering, man, is they always bring in that old school classic shit. I remember like I think it was a couple years ago, like C&C Music Factory's there. Like the only song anybody knows about was that Make You Sweat Till You Bleed song. But they played it like 15 minutes worth of it. They got it all in. So yeah, it's always dope. They bring some nostalgia to the fucking gathering. Move it up to my 4th spot with a little bit of nostalgia because early on in the fucking career of these dudes is going to be the Gathering 2000 at Novi. Keep it there with the Rydas performance.
Yeah, motherfucker, you got the album. Now me, Bullet, Fofo, Cell Block, Full Clip, and I'm Lil Shank. This psychopathic Rydas, motherfucker.
Cut them all out when the busters found. Pop, pop, baby, pop, that be the sound. Low down with the monster hump. Bucket with the monster pump. Jump, jump on the crowd with the riders on. Pump, pump on the bucket when the target is on. At your funeral, you dead, but that ain't nothing. Badass, bullet beat dumping. From the east side out to the southwest. Psychopathic Rydas putting slugs in your chest.
decline, motherfucker.
Psychopathic ride, thump it. Psychopathic ride, hey. Psychopathic ride, thump it. Psychopathic ride, hey.
We gon' ride by on freestyle bikes. I hit a wheelie on the lawn and bust it out on sight. I give a fuck, bitch. Talk shit and get clipped. Knock your fucking teeth through your lip. Yeah. Acting wild as fuck, cause my jam came on.
And you know thug niggas gotta sing that song.
I got 18 shots, and I won't miss once. All black trucks with the bump, shooting out the window. Every single time the wind blow, blazing up another bag of endo. Fofo be the alien, run up on your bare places so you scared of us.
Psychopathic ride, thump it. Psychopathic ride, hey. Psychopathic ride, thump it. Psychopathic ride, hey. Psychopathic ride, thump it. Psychopathic ride, hey. Psychopathic ride, thump it. Psychopathic ride.
It was basically a dumping fucking album performance. Basically, they didn't play the whole album. They weren't out there that long, but it was so dope to see, like, ICP, TwiZtiD, and Blaze and Misery as different characters, not the ones you're traditionally seeing, because Lotus wasn't around yet. Lotus wasn't at this fucking gathering, so like it was Rydas that was like the super group, and to see them all fucking do that, I got in that fucking CD. Like that CD was supposed to be given out for free at the first gathering in St. Louis, like we played the clip for. It ended up showing up at my FYE like a couple months later, so I had it. I knew every word to dump and loved that fucking shit. So whatever the Rydas took the stage, man, I didn't know what they were gonna look like really, because I mean, I didn't have the internet or anything like that, so I didn't know what the Rydas fucking stage persona was. I know they performed at Big Ballas before that, but I had never seen the tape or pictures from that or anything. So like they come out looking gangsta as fuck with all the bandanas and fucking wife beaters and khakis and shit. I was like, man, I'm sold. Aside from loving every song on that fucking album, so I'll put the Rydas performance from Novi, the year 2000, at the 4th spot.
My 4th spot, Tech 9.
Go, man. They already know that shit. You know we can't go nowhere without hollering at the players for a minute, right? Are the real players tonight over there? Are the real players tonight over here? Are the real players tonight right here? Everybody in the house from front to back, side to side like a 6'4" Impala. Put your hands in the air and make some noise if you a player. 1985, was first round. 1985.
Kept it live. He had some power under his belt. It was live. I think he did like Slacker. I'm a player. I was high out my fucking mind. Some of the best we'd ever smoked was at the gathering. And that's the reason why 2004 was the favorite year of my life. Everything was going dope for me that year, man. So yeah. Tech was killing it. This is my second time seeing Tech because it was Big Clown from Outer Space was the very first time I seen him live. So yeah. Yaga 04, Tech 9. Number 4 spot.
I mean, in 04, it's like straight bangers that he's got for his fucking set. He always does really dope for picking a set list for the gathering, even like way on into the future in like 2015 or whatever. He was still picking dope ass tracks because he knew how to pick for Juggalos. But man, back then in 04, man, all he had to pick from was straight just fucking underground fire.
And his stage presence was so fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? I love Tech, especially back then. Old Texas shit.
I always say, like, as far as hip hop shows, Tech is the only one that can hold up with ICP as far as entertainment value. A lot of the times with like fucking, and DMX up there too. And like most of the time you get like spinning t-shirts and a bunch of dudes in the background singing along, but like, you know, they made it entertainment, so that fucking works for me.
Fuck yeah.
All right. My number 4 is actually an artist that I'm really surprised they got to play the gathering. Suicide Boys, 20th annual, 2019.
Shit, dog, government ID helps me get high. See the stars in the mirror like
This is our first time being here, and might I say, we are fucking honored to be here.
We are fucking honored. Thank y'all for having us here, man. It's a fucking honor. Real quick, I want to see if y'all still with us. When I say G5, I need y'all to say 9 as loud as you can. G5! 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 All right, a little louder. When I say suicide, you say boys. Suicide! 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 Run it, man.
Great fit, all I see is scrubs. Face me, on a couple drugs. Smoking me the blood. FDP my blood. Right the fucking gang. What's the in your lane? I just make that. Hate this fame, hate this gang. Take these shoes, that's a day. While you flowing through my veins. Love my mates that make that stain. Y'all look good as cellophane, man. It's sad. You go do with it. How they got it. Just up the song. And I'm Nirvana. Poppin' says to make you mad. I know you want some rollin'. Got an ounce of that cold white snow floating. With my road, Charlotte, young Christ, one choke. Said, told the AK, 47 stolen. All of y'all love who is saturated, bring them back. Bitches FTP or fucking that. All y'all look the fucking same. Fuck the fame, fuck the lane. Bitch, I'm about to swerve it to the toe. Book this crazy chain. Bring out your dad and blame it on your brain. Bitch, I pull up with a KK. Now I'm on my right leg till I say okay. Now on this high leg. Rapping on the back. All I gotta say is she's like 90 to the ground. Yo, bitch, you swear she's sauces under the covers on. Hold up, what? Hellbound, Johnny wanna die. Hellbound, Johnny said she might let the bells bound. Johnny wanna cry, I'm like, fuck it every night. Keep turning back, I close my
eyes. Boy, they always put shit down, so I
Fucking
definitely
love
had to put
them,
them
you
on
know
my
that.
list, man. They played all their crazy shit, Carrollton, all the fucking dope shit. And they always fucking get people moving and crazy. And like I said, I'm kind of surprised that ICP even got them because they were like really, this was like when they were like picking up, like getting big and shit. So it was dope that they really got them. I mean, and now this year they're getting Puya and shit. So yeah, it's going to be crazy.
I remember when they dropped that news, that was like the equivalent of when they dropped like the Red and Meth or fucking Ice Cube back in 2010, 2011. Like, cause fucking, like you said, Suicide Boys was blowing the fuck up. And I remember people being psyched as fuck whenever they heard about that shit for sure.
Yeah.
You got your 4 spot, JROCC?
4 would be Dark Lotus Gathering 2001. The first appearance of Dark Lotus.
Hell yeah.
Recently uploaded that video onto the YouTube, so you should check that out if you haven't, because it's pretty amazing.
Oh, yeah, we'll have the link in the description to Bootleg at the Gathering. Check that shit out for sure.
Only live performance with Mars.
That's what I was gonna say, man. Like, you got an extra fucking feather in your cap for that shit, because you're the people that seen that's one of the only ones that ever got to see the original version as it was meant to be.
Yeah, one time.
That's
that album
crazy.
came out with that gathering too. That album, my favorite album of all time. Period. Psychopathic.
Sure.
Yeah.
What was the hype at that gathering for it? Did they have a lot of Dark Lotus shit hanging around, hyping it?
No, not so much. It was just kind of quiet.
More mysterious?
Yeah, that's exactly how it was.
Because I mean, we talked about it on this show several times. The lore going into fucking Dark Lotus was some black magic voodoo shit. Go to a graveyard and touch a tombstone and say Dark Lotus 13 times and fucking see all kinds of spirits come alive and shit. So I always wondered if they how they promoted that at the first gathering. It was so hyped by the time that it was actually coming out of that gathering. They didn't need to hype it though. It already had fucking the Echo side single and it appeared on fucking Jeckel Brothers. They're dropping the Lotus name in all the fucking songs and shit. So yeah, they didn't need to promote that shit at all.
For sure.
Move it up to number 3 for me. And it's going to be one I wasn't in attendance for, a recent one as well. It's going to be ICP Super Gathering.
1991.
In the city, posse got the dog beats. ICP, we got the dog beat. Don't stop for the funk, fully on bass. Start now, go ahead, as the beat plays up. The ICP has got the dog beats. In the city, posse, we ready for geeks. And I know that you're liking this funk. Cause I can hear all voices coming out the trunk. And your brother don't take you for a sucker. You leave it unattended, I'ma take a motherfucker. To the OPO. In double 3 with the ICP, I like bass. Jump on the text up. I'll keep it in the back of the shop, the box with that 40 on that strong pool. Shoot cats in the back, never make a slow when I'm hitting. And we'll keep it like that. You all Joe, not too dope for that. Come on, hands in the air like this. Come on, hands in the air like this. Hands in the air like this. Come on, hands in the air like this. Pull them up, pull them up, pull them up, pull them up, pull them up. Whoa, whoa. Street lights clearing off the windshield. All the Jeckel bills, 6-pack in the back and a thousand. Keep the stocks up, fast skate 1,000. Shoes up, gotta keep his own style. Homemade, keep it on fold, and then drop CP. We'll make the whole car hot. When we let the bass drop. Fall back to it with the right rag. 40 cent fake on a raw bag. Joe Steady, rude boy, they don't match. Chill up on my side, you know how he said it. I know I'm getting paid, just think for a minute. Slow the car radio, and my chain was in it. Sounds bringing life to the streets. Come on, the ICP got the dog beats. What? Hands in the air like this, everybody. Hands in the air like this. Hands in the air like this, everybody. Hands in the air like this. Come on, put them up. In the city, posse got the dog beats. In the city, posse got the dog beats. Tweedledum, let the fucking bass go. Tweedledee and Tweedledum, let the fucking bass go. Tweedledee and Tweedledum, let the fucking bass go. Tweedledee and Tweedledum, let the fucking bass go. Well, you know the juggalette jump in the mix up. Been down the road, and I broke a few necks and I broke a few more. So what's up? Roll by me in the corner of my home, I'm nuts up. It's been a fuck you with that. Boss, do it to his neck, let him hit that. Just while I did, ain't even one to fake it. I done seen some folded up scared to the neck. I passed out when it gets stuck. And I woke up, thinking like the blood rock. I got through, I gotta get it, I get it up. I got a top off, head to flip my nut. Oh, doctor, oh shit. Do the tick-tock and don't quit. And don't quit, and don't quit. Talking about shit, I wanna think you quick. The doctor told me I'm a psycho. So I ate his face like I don't know. Knife to the neck and I got some more. The night of the high, the night of the fucking road. If you're around, I'm a Johnson. Whenever you leave, I'm a touch you. go. TwiZtiD and TwiZtiD, let the fucking bass go. TwiZtiD and TwiZtiD, let the fucking bass go. TwiZtiD and TwiZtiD, let the fucking bass go. Yeah, but I stick my boot up your ass. But it ain't nagging. To the next flag in the people flagging out. Cause usually how we'll be, but I'm badly JF like you know. Like I did a movie video? No, brought it to the Southwest Gangster Road. And the bitch was gone. Oh, so I called her home. Oh, cause I got it going on. Oh, and I'm in that high. Walked in the spot, gonna knock the heart. Cause things you do when you's a stalker. And that this whole like me, yeah. Down to the fuck up, Jesus Christ. I think that this whole likes me, yeah. Go on, eat this daddy. The doctor's talking. Just happened to see her at the supermarket. Oh, hey, you ain't like Jiffy and ain't got no nuts. Why don't you try these? She ran away scared up there in her buttsies. Cause I know she love me. She wanna ease and squeeze and rub and dub it. Hi, it's me. You love me. I love you.
Hello? Hello?
Picking up poop. I'm back in this don't break house. Turn the light down and make some Mexican chop. Yo, I know she gotta show up. Tick tock, tick tock, tick. No luck. Peep through a window, jack off in the backyard. And know that to the heart, just think you do when you's a stalker. That's just so like me, yeah. Down to the fuck up with some crap. I think that just so likes me, yeah. Go on and get that. I'm gonna start this boutique. Boutique, yeah. I'm gonna start this boutique. Boutique, woo! Hey, man, I hit him with a brick. Just a little brick. Next man is chick. Tryna be slick, but you ain't no slinky. You're risky and pinky. It's not my Twinkie. I don't give a fuck if you call me a clown. Break it on down. It's where it go round. Watch it, this and I'll get it running back to ya. If you're trying to creep, I hate to say I never knew ya. Once upon a time with a ghetto zone. A 10-foot lead pipe strapped to my dome. Staying in the street with blood oozing on my head. Excuse me, motherfucker, was it something I said? Forks up, forks down, and forks sideways. Then he grabbed my finger when he said, "Clout, hey." Swung out his pipe once again for the road. Hold up, bro. The shit gets old. Now I'm on the streets with a shotgun skull. I'm gonna swing my axe to his jaw. What a motherfucker! What a motherfucker! How you gonna fuck with the Juggalos? Hey, hey, hey. They reject, so I'm not gonna go. Pops open up, pop to the floor. Then I drop, pop, pop, shit, here it comes to Kelly Swan. I can tell by the howl of the stray dog. The air is calm, the streets are so still. When this mob creeps on the bikes for a kill. Running in, I'm singing because I'm a goner. I can see this mob creeping around the corner. I lay still and hope it doesn't notice me. Oh shit, shit, fuck, shit, G. Just as eat and tell me jaws. I think I shit my drawers. The spawn left me alone. So I lay and watch the clouds turn into stone. It come crashing down over Hill Ray. When he been laying at your homeboy by a day. Ill dead, struck me in a split second. So I was dead and what the fuck I'm doing on this record.
I didn't have
reason is because of how fresh that set was. It was chronologically a breakdown of their entire career. And I didn't notice it while I was watching it live until they got into like, I don't know, probably like Jeckel Brothers. And then they happen, you know, and then I'm like, wait a minute. And then like I think back of the songs they go, and what they did is they played a fucking track from every release of their career. That was dope as fuck, man. Like that was one of the dopest ideals I've ever seen them come up with, and they didn't even announce it. Like that wasn't even like a thing. Like usually if you're gonna do something like out of the ordinary like that, it gets announced and it's like themed and everything. But no, man, they just decided to break that shit out. So I thought that was super dope and it earned a spot on my fucking list. So I'll put it at the 3 spot.
Number 3 for me. Of course, is gathering on 4 again. TwiZtiD.
How y'all doing? I want to see if we can get the middle of this place to just like erupt or something. A grown man telling you something that he believes. Practice what you see, no more tricks on my team. On the butt patch. Why you talking shit? You better. Or you don't get hit. This shit is everybody else still talking about something. What you thought you heard, bitch? Can't it cause your brain? Get around a dinner table conversation. Even you pistol up in a corner with a brain shit. Calling a contamination of my state. Sleeping in dream, I'm in the sky when I awake. I'ma think I'm a flame. On plates, here we go. A fruit loop out of my mind like Godzilla. There's a vibe like caterpillars and cocoons and caskets. Stretch the industry like elastic. So fantastic. Like the Newport cigarette dinner. I hit the motherfucker till I choke. I'm bragging, I boast about nothing. Down and always talking. So understand that he's saying something. Never be heard, I'm underground with the third and grind. Smashing hands with my reason for rock. He's on time like a motherfucker. Leaving you hanging in the forest. Standing in some comfortable shits like Chuck Norris. Check the chorus. Second-hand smoke when you breathe. Remember when I told you always believe? And you relieved by the travel the world on 9 codes. Scream it out! What? Fuck that! What? Only bitches wanna shut me down. Words on the microphone. Hitting on the individual handle. If they are, turn this motherfucker up in mass hole. Let me blast all bitch ass niggas to pass rate. Growing at the fast pace, speed my heart race. Look the tap in the face and I don't even shut up. If I want to start street mother, yeah, I love myself. Damn, we bang the house. So take your hopes and dreams and put this shit back on the shelf. I'll be rolling and I ride far from stolen. Cigarette lighter, power windows with gray motive. Taking curves with these, going trees looking trying. Before you pass out, cause now it's all pushing hug cam. Patrolling the hood, so fuck that. Heard us, and it's all. Ready the attack, cause we move when it's dark tonight. Believe the rumors, cause we probably all alive. Side like, see your weapons and drug trade. No barricade for my raided in the shade. Take us all talk. What? Looking for motherfuckers who wanna jump. I got 13 bullets in my pocket, I'm a man. Oh shit. Can we get everybody's hands like this? Like this? Like this? I was here from you in the red counterfeit. Bro, my motherfuckers so proud of their innocence. Forever in the bitch fucking with the dead. With invisible asses in the middle of their forehead. What would you call us? Acting like you don't know in the midst of TwiZtiD serial killing. They give that's different minds think alike. We the children of the night. You don't wanna fight. That's right. It's gonna be more feelings turned up in the head and eyes. Like when you're fucking with us. And then you get fucked up. The shit is all so serious. Don't even speak on us. Now I know that everyone got their own person. The reason for hanging out. I don't care, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Try to find the difference. Different. I'm not like you. Different. I'm different. I'm different. Come on, y'all. I'm different. I'm not like you. Juggalo.
And all that don't know shit down like some dumb hoes.
I can take the spot states, French quicker than the code in most states.
And I hope they all hate haters.
Stop what you can't see. I'm slipping in through your back door, tying up your family. Unexpected and unexplained.
Underground.
People gonna talk the talk,
but I'm a walk the walk.
and even try to choke you. I'm not like you. I like fucking with little dude. Girl,
I come from the dark side.
come on.
I see the day come alive.
I'm different.
I'm not like you.
I'm different.
I like fucking with little dude.
I'm different.
I come from the dark side.
I'm different.
I seen the day come alive. Come alive. Both hands in the air. Everybody put both fucking hands in the air.
Get your hands up. Get your motherfucking hands up. Get your hands up. Keep your motherfucking hands up. Get your hands up. Everybody get this motherfucker. Get your motherfucking hands up. Alright, fuck it. I want everybody to make some noise.
Through the windows in my mind at night, there's some things going wrong.
Some of them are not
I've
right.
been locked in this house in this abusive home.
No one is there on the couch and I'm alone.
Inside of my head, things are unclear. I don't rely on the person
I see in the
I
mirror.
don't die for the chance to be
Standing right here.
Sometimes I must fall as when being sincere.
I see everything's flashing, I wish it would stop.
Something that makes me so nervous by cop.
All their pushing and shoving and
Race in my
it
eye.
will only keep burning this.
Hate that's inside of me.
Hitting and kicking me just for that fun.
Oh, I keep thinking it.
To protect and to serve are the words you should heed.
And if you
You're
don't,
gonna want to bleed.
wondering why.
Why?
Not giving up.
Why? Nothing can thank me.
Wondering why.
Why? Nothing can thank me. Wondering why?
Not giving up. Nothing can break me.
Wondering why?
No, nothing can break me.
She loves me and hates me, it's all just the same. But I can't hear her screaming and yelling
My name.
Now her face is all blue and her eyes are all red. From the blood cells it just keep on popping.
Instead of me helping, I'm hurting and pushing away.
All the pictures and memories of shit she would say.
Keep coming and crashing, so I keep on laughing.
Bitch!
I'm in touch with my fear, that's why I stay afraid. I stay that way until
Night turns to
the
day.
nice words you say will slowly mutate.
And become a bit appalled and we all love to hate.
And we're speaking on fate. I'm trying to relate to the ever-growing destiny
In its amazing shape.
They tell me I'm straight and they diss me on tape.
Fuck that website debate. There must have been a mistake.
Wondering why.
Fooled you.
Aha.
Got every one of you motherfuckers, including Madrox.
Everybody over here.
Say we don't die.
Everybody over there.
Say we don't die.
Everybody at the bottom.
Say it. Say it.
We ain't gonna go by accident. Only up to let you.
Can handle this.
Freak shit. Evolution of a bone tonight. Last in the heart.
But it's cold as ice and broken twice.
Now I'm born with an axe. Dressed in all dread black
With contacts, straight maniac.
All out. Can't hang a sailor's life.
If you don't know by now, it's too late. We the most serious thing on the market's a take. We don't explain the real play.
Circle.
Keep it underground and maintain.
Bitch, you better check up.
Under a voodoo league, you shit, you shit.
For 6 months.
Rockin' and dick out, hurts for gold smoke.
Holding on the true jump blood for dead folk.
And it's like that.
For the blood, we don't die.
Serial killers, we don't die. Freaks of the night, we don't die.
We get high, we don't die.
Coming up out of the ground.
Underground, trying to do.
To keep away from the mainstream.
On somebody to move and get
I
hurt.
got your whole done beef in the dirt.
Big small brothers making love to the
With a
president.
bitch name tatted on your chest. Be a motherfucker. Born Detroit, bringing death to the people that don't get to where we die. What?
What freak shit? It ain't about being rich.
It's about
Running with the potential. Only show how these people quit.
we do it all for y'all. I mean that shit.
Every one of y'all means everything to me.
Everybody in this motherfucker, get up.
Ask for the blood, we don't die.
Serial Experiential times and being hella new. Freak shit, what I live, what I breathe. Can't stop you next like he's disease. Still they tryna ban us out, but supposedly you'll be resurrected again from other hollow ground. You in the dead zone. 10 points for us. You smell cigarette smoke. Before your lunch bus. You can't trust him. I can bust him in half. And shit back and laugh, I don't understand it. Can you do that? Can you screw that? Pretty yet, I'm the wigged out serial killer. Type freak show. Different than the rest, but I love it so. Put you to the test. All of y'all say we don't die. All of y'all say all of y'all. I said all of y'all. That's for the run. We don't die. Serial killers. We don't die. Freaks of the night. We don't die. We get high. We don't die. Ask for the run. We don't die. Serial killers. We don't die. Freaks of the night. We don't die. We get high. We don't die. Hey, look. I hope you motherfuckers are ready for this shit. We need some help, man. If you're really, really down with us, we need some help. You'll help us sing this next shit, alright? Don't just fucking say alright, alright? I'm talking top of your lungs. Alright. Some people call me the space cowboy. Yeah. Some call me the gangster of love. What's my motherfucking name? Some people call him Paulie. Cause I speak of an apologist. Hey, what the fuck is a pompatus? I don't know. People talk about me, baby. Say I'm doing you wrong, doing you wrong. But don't you worry, baby. Cause I'm right here, right here, right here, right here at home. Everybody at the top of your lungs. I'm a picker. What? I'm a grab. What? I'm a lover. What? I'm a sinner. Yeah. I bring my music in the sun. I'm a joker. What? I'm a smoker. What? I'm a midnight toker. I get my love in on the run. Ooh, some shit. Ooh. Hey, Monoxide. What up? I want to give it up to all the juggalos on this side. And all the motherfuckers find the stromboli hot. What about all those motherfuckers right here? Motherfucking right? Yeah. On the cutest thing that I ever did see. Really love your peaches, wanna shake your tree. I really wanna fucking love it all the time. Hey bitch, won't you just let me just hit it from behind? Here we go. I'm a joker. What? I'm a smoker. What? I'm a midnight toker. What? I'm playing my music in the sun. You say if you're down with me. I'm a joker. What? I'm a smoker. What? I'm a midnight toker. I get my love in on the run. Ooh, ooh. You guys are the fucking Adam Bar. Thank you. On that note, it's time to smoke a little weed. Anybody got any hydro? Hey, fucking we're on a roll. Y'all want to sing this? Okay, bring it. Yeah. Now all these people want to smoke some weed. With TwiZtiD. See if we really smoke. Let's listen. From bubblegum to super skunk, one to five. I smoked a little bit of some shit they call the beehive. We went to get up and made them sit and cry. Cause me and man drunk straight, smoke them hoes dry. I'm like, fuck GG, don't even hit the ball. In the dirty days, we drink and clean on with Tommy's tongue. We shot a movie with the guy from Half-Baked. He didn't smoke, but he was funny. So I guess he's only half-baked. So break the seeds out your weed, I'm not smoking. That shit you're about to roll up to me, don't even look poke. And I ain't choking up your stems and seeds. Why does everybody always say there's more weed than me? It ain't no race, it ain't no contest winner. Roll the weed up, think about that and get your hands up. You smoke blood and say hell yeah. Smoke, smoke. You smoke blood and say hell yeah. Smoke, smoke. If you like to get high to keep your in the air and say, hell yeah.
All real smokers break blunts to this, and all you part-time pot smokers, take a listen. Man, you're smoking long clippings while you bullshit.
Roll your hoe out, survive joints are burning all it.
I'm already buzzing. I think you got the sham, cause it told you it was
sticky, but I guess it really was not.
They just sold you a headache inside a bag, and from where I'm from,
it might seem like we don't smoke no weed,
just because you're standing there,
but everybody's blazing it out.
As soon as you disappear,
you can smell the fucking weed when it's lit.
That's as close as you gon' get without me smoking on my shit.
She's a freeload weed smoker.
Everybody knows one.
You can better be tough.
She ain't got none.
I gotta smoke a lot of weed to get high,
and I don't need your freeloadness.
Get them up, y'all.
You smoke what? Then say hell yeah.
Smoke, smoke.
You smoke what? Then say hell yeah.
Smoke, smoke. And if you like to get high, then keep them up in the air and say
hell yeah.
What? If you like to get high, then keep them up in the air and say
hell yeah.
What?
Yeah. Did it. Sorry I didn't say goodbye.
There was no time.
Understand I was stressed. Living day to day was hard.
And I gave it my best.
But there was nothing left for me in this world
to convince me to stay. Now I'm long on the way.
Don't you do that. Don't you start with tears. Just remember
all the times we had over the years.
Never cry. Never think bad of me.
What's done is done, and that's the way it.
I need you to be strong for me. Say a prayer every day in my memory.
I'm sure it's helping me
to earn my feathers and all my wings
in a halo and a heart and jelly thing.
And even though I'm gone
and out of sight,
never worry about me.
Alright, alright.
And if you should die, don't blame yourself.
The lip locked inside. I'm alright.
Every time you cry, don't break down.
Just keep me inside of your mind.
And if you should die, don't blame yourself.
You keep it locked inside.
I'm alright. And every time you cry, don't break down. Just keep me.
Come on, y'all. We only started outside.
You never knew what I was feeling.
Now every day you lay in bed staring at the
but I'm alive.
But you don't see me no more. Well, you can fill your heart with memories and things from before.
I'm not an angel.
But everybody got a purpose in life
to survive and when the sun rises.
We gon' live to see another day.
Just don't follow me
and live life your own way.
Examples
being set, and if you forget, get the picture with the cord around my neck.
Can you handle what? Can you handle that?
See me on the ground and I'm stuck, but it's cool.
That's where I wanna be.
So keep the drum in hand, but out of sight, and know that I'ma be alright.
And if you should die, don't blame yourself.
And keep it locked inside.
And every time you cry, don't break down.
Just keep me inside of your mind.
And if you should die, don't blame yourself.
And keep it locked inside.
And every time you cry, don't break down.
Just keep me inside of your mind.
Put your hands up.
Hands up.
All family, put your hands up.
Hands up.
All juggalos, put your hands up.
Show your love, y'all. Show your love, y'all.
All juggalos, put your hands up.
Oh, you flipped it on the motherfucker.
That's okay, it's the gathering, dog.
You guys out of shit.
Want to say that we pledge our eternal love and pride to each and every fucking juggalo here tonight. On that note, east side, and we out of this bitch.
There's a golf cart with my name on it. I'll see you on the grounds.
They had the fucking Crypto Collection 3 face paint on. Did Wondering Why, Secondhand Smoke, and all the bangers at that time. Fucking, they did that whack ass Steve Miller cover. I don't like that shit. Joker or whatever.
Joker.
Yeah. Mono was like, what the fuck is a pompatus? What the fuck is it? It's classic, man, though. Yeah.
What look were they rocking? Like the Cryptic Collection look?
Yeah, the 3 face paint. Mono had like the gi on.
Yeah.
Body gi. Yeah. Jamie had some regular shit on. Remember correctly. And I believe that's on the fucking Man's Myth DVD, Mutant one of them. I think so. Yeah, can't remember, but yeah, classic shit.
All right, my number 3 is also TwiZtiD. Brandon picked it. TwiZtid's performance at the very first gathering.
Against you and me, then he taking half my money, give me to the tax free. And if you touching you, commending, I'm recording it live. Take it easy, take it, tell me that ain't right. And every concert repeat like Rodney King. Not stop from the summer till it turn to spring. Summer gonna let me know in the band again. Because the pigs don't keep no class, they get their wings split. Down, motherfucker, down, motherfucker, down. 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 Damn, yeah. What y'all know? Yeah. Cryptic collection on their ass. There's gotta be a sign where the bullshit stops. It ain't a damn thing. Jay still falls. The cops have been a long time coming. Heavily we came. The fans only know it ain't a damn thing. Hey yo, fuck money tax. Cadillacs, nice clothes, studios, high wax, potholes, freestyles, and trust sale competition videos, and thug tales, fresh as a sticker trying to expose me. So excited, all about reality to the game. Hometown hero, was treated like a zero. Heavy more than ever, cause now I got the narrow. Enemies eyes, stand the goal. Blowing in the wind, just me and my microphone. Like a Jedi Knight, bringing the force and the light. Speed, mugging motherfuckers like a mind trader. Giant type of shit is not away, but I just begun. Explosion and see 3, 2, 1, 1. Rubber hands about to get cracked. Beats kicking and it's privilege to get whiplash. Everything's surrounding me just to keep me safe. But the problem goes deeper than the sounds in my brain. Being headed for the simple fact to stack my wealth. But I can't hold a fight till I help myself. So it's gotta be a side with all sides. To let a bad thing change the whole thing. It's been a long time, man. It's a long time. The players only doing it all. Hey, wicked now. Nicotine and THC. Profile of a serial killer, that's who I need. The TWIC, TID. I'm running with this shit to make your head explode. Got the hammer in my mouth, I let my claw reload. Rolling riches, tagging bitches. Fuck around, I have you sleeping with the bitches. Fuck you with bitches. You can hate me, if I no blood bread. I'm taking this shit, go in. It's over 10. Now let me a year, and I'ma scream it loud and clear. It ain't safe for you to hang around here. 7 Mile in the hood, east side, Chinese high, where we ride. Shit ain't even close to Jake around this. You the one acting like a little bitch. Come on, know what you heard or what you thought or who you with or who you brought. Bitch niggas be tall. What? That's right. And the damn thing changed with day to night. If you ain't on the mic like you recite my shit. Bring it to your bitch. So fuck you all, you suck a dick. Everybody put your fucking hand in, hand in. Turn up. Come on. First I play my shit. Nothing on faces, you can see what I'm tracing. I'm looking dead in the face, but she don't see me. I'm a notice. I hit straight to the bedroom window, I'm better focus. Hocus pocus, I see the doors unlocked. I let myself in. Man for a room with a murder and mayhem. There she goes, there that bitch lay. Living on this earth to my dismay. Time to pay. Arms are swinging about the vomit. I got the knife out of my gun and jab it in her stomach. Again and again, and now she's screaming like I can. But I can give a fuck less. We both see that's a clever bite of blood so here. Until the shit gon' be alright on my end. I'm glad it happened this way. Back in my daughter's life until they did exchange. That it came to this. Life goes on except for one less bit. Ain't it a trap?
I think that footage is like legendary. Like, I think if you're a juggler, you've probably seen that fucking footage. Them backstage and fucking, and they slowly come out with the freak show jerseys, the black and white freak show jerseys. People crowd surfing in the crowd. It's all fucking outside. You see the Jeckel brothers semi trucks on either side of the stage. Shit, it's just a, like Brandon said, dope ass performance. One of their best looks. The crowd is fucking crazy. Huge fucking wave of people. yeah, I had to put that on my list.
I'm glad you brought up the crowd because that made me remember something. That crowd was so fucking crazy. And you know, on the actual footage you're talking about, the one that was on Born Twisted, the chick has got her titties out and then she gets thrown by the crowd. Mm-hmm. That's on the Woodstock 99 documentary that came out on HBO. They think that's from Woodstock. It was so like the crowd was so crazy and there were so many titties in that crowd, like it got mixed up in the Woodstock like stock footage, and it's in that documentary as being from Woodstock. And I was like, I was there. I know that chick. That's not fucking Woodstock. So yeah, that shit was so Woodstock like that it fucking ended up on the fucking DVD. You got your 3-spot, JROCC?
Probably ICP at the third gathering in Peoria, 2002, when they released the Wraith.
I saw this man, he was coming, he was fine, I such a storied man. I caught up with me, they said I think it's from the grass. He smiled and he tinkled and he shook my hand. Now the jam was going down, I need the money, so I'm giddy. The fucking steak was cool, only gave us $7.50. My mama threw me out, I called my sister a whore. Now my house is abandoned, my bed is the floor. Better when you have to eat, I stop and I crawl. Thought my teacher, Miss Elena, I'm back the fucking wall. I broke into a dozen and turned it back. She offered her car keys, cried and said please. Promise not to tell her, give me A's and B's. I said I want your money, bitch, you're not like could sell. I looked into her eyes and she was I knew she was a snitch, so I cut out her tongue. Juggalos, let me see you move! And it's that thing! What? 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 Juggalo! Where you at? How long will you Juggalo beat down with me? How long till they forgive me? Check it out. What if and his name was Violent. And he headbutt me every time I cussed. I would need 2 microphones when I bust. Or would you be like? Or what if I sold out like a bitch and took the makeup off and went some? Call myself Detroit's Southwest lover and put my ugly ass face on the outdoor. With R&B top 10 hit and we had Jonas singing all over our shit. Fuck that though, yo, I'm a juggalo. Don't play me like you did Sugar Ray though. What about when the words like fuck us, kill us? What will you be? What about when I'm 103? What will you be? What about when the world's like fuck us, kill us? What will you be? What about when the gathering comes to your town? I'ma be down with the crowd. I'ma be down, I'ma be down, down with the crowd. juggalette jumped in the mix. Been down the road, broke a few necks, and I'll break a few more, so what's up? Roll by me on the corner, I'ma hold my nuts up. It's better fuck you with that. But if you're a suicide, let me hit that. Good by the J, ain't even one to fake it. I done seen some fucking up snakes, bitches naked. I pass out when it gets dark, and woke up naked at Clark Park. Gotta go, gotta get before I get the rap. Gotta jump to hip to the name of left. Doctor, doctor, I'm sick. Little tick, tick, tock, it don't quit. It don't quit, it don't quit. Doctor, I'm sick, I'm the Bizkit. They like to know me, I'm a psycho. So I ate his face like I don't know. Knife to the neck, and I got some more. The night of the ass, the night of the phony phone. If you're a bitch, I'ma talk to you. But after you leave, I'ma stalk you. If you're a little kid, I'ma take you. And if you're a neck, I'ma break you. And if you're an old lady, I'ma mug you. Cause bitch, you can't fuck with the juggler. Do you remember? Are you with the carnival? Come on then. What? Let the fucking bass go. Everybody turn up. Wicked voodoo Joker killer. Magic, dark magic. Yo, I met this kid named Louie Lou. He thought he could fuck with this voodoo. So I turned his head to align my beat. Then I picked it off his shoulder. From the fucking Hollister Shangri-La. Egyptian pharaohs, Kupata. Follow me and join us as we pray. Walking a luxury change belt with bamboo bitches and voodoo bells. Got my own food, who wants some? I got class up nipples in Grand Utah. A non-believer won't start to laugh, so I launched the fireball up his punk ass. Then everybody heard him squeal. This voodoo shit's for real. It just takes what? A wing from a bat, a tongue from a snake, a tail from a rat, a neck from a chicken, an eye from a crow, and a little bitty bitty little drip of light. Come on! Wicked voodoo Joker killer. Magic, dark magic. Yeah. Wicked voodoo Joker killer. Magic, dark magic. Yeah. I was like 6. I used to get kissed by the chicks, and everyone would chase me and hit me with bricks and rocks and sticks and calling me names and fill my lunchbox with fried brains. When I went to school, there was muscular. My daddy was a serial killer, and I'm a punk back. He always let me sit in the back with all his dead bodies on my lap. Move. When I got home, enough for the static, hammering tools and up to the attic. Never knew any other girls or boys, only my toys, toys, toys. Clang, clang, hammer and twist. Nobody knows I exist, and I'm pissed, but I won't be mentally scarred. Instead of their toys, toys of the graveyard. Monday, ring the bell. It's all about show and tell. Might as well show all these bastards. Guess what I got? Yo, check out my toy box. I love you all.
The unveiling of the Wraith. It was an epic time, huge historic moment. It was crazy. There was a huge packed venue. It was epic.
I mean, that's my number 2, so I guess I can roll into it as well.
That fucking seminar, dog.
So fucking dope. And then they do the Sabu is on stage basically the whole time, fucking rocking out with them, and they do the countdown. They got the voice. It's like 6. Crowd's going fucking crazy, and then they fucking reveal it. There's like a fucking volcano on the fucking stage for some fucking reason. They reveal the fucking Shangri-La, and then they do the Juggalo chant at the end. Everybody on stage fucking throwing fagos and shit. It's so fucking dope, man. Like, and the performance itself is dope as well. And then to throw on, the reveal of the 6 Jokers card just like fucking throws it way up on top, man. It's so fucking dope.
I loved how Sabu had this fucking sickle and he'd stab the Fago with his sickle and then spray the fucking Fago out. I was like, that's fucking so Sabu. It's fucking awesome.
I got various copies of Shangri-La, so I got both of those DVDs, the seminar and the fucking performance.
I think that DVD really like went on to inspire how everything else went down after that. Like people seeing how fresh that was with the Fago Armageddon at the end and shit. And it's like, okay, this is how the gathering needs to end. Cause like talking about like TwiZtiD being my number 5 from Gathering 2000, ICP's on the list because their fucking set got fucking torn down within like 3 songs. They didn't get to play the whole fucking set. So like it was still kind of crazy back in them early days. And I really think that that DVD showing how fresh it could be if Juggalos don't fuck it up and let it go to the whole fucking end of the show before you jump on stage. And now that's kind of like ever since then, that's how like every gatherings went down is like that. It kind of smoothed things out. It's pretty super important. Go ahead and move it up to my 2 spot. I already talked about Mike, Wizard of the Hood.
Some kind of cornfield. I go.
Just stick to this road. Fucking, I thought I'm sold. I strolled down the road in C-Walk mode to the wizard I'm told. But hold up, this road fuck with twists and turns. I'm having no luck as my vanilla blunt burns. I'm seeing trees with faces, bushes that talk. And as far as I can see, nobody drawn in chalk. And the sky's bright green, sometimes it's kinda pink. I'ma twist another blunt here, sit down and think. How the fuck, what the fuck, who the fuck and when? What the fuck I'm doing here, I would've figured the pen. Then again, I gotta get the fuck home before long, cause the first of the month is coming on. I'm gone, let me spark my shit right quick, I'm out of here. Let me get a hit of that blunt. Fuck yeah, wait a minute, who said that? Look around everywhere, and I heard somebody singing over there, so clear he went.
I don't need a break, don't need anything. I just want somebody to smoke with.
Who said that? Who said that?
Stuck up on this thing with no fucking games. I just want somebody to smoke with.
Who said that?
Well, I said that.
Look at this shit. I'm talking to a scarecrow stuck on a stick, asking me for a hit right quick. Shit, all I got is Bobby Brown. I can't front, but the wizard got's all you want. You can smoke up his tundra, they say it's the thunder. You can have King Kong smoked under the wonder. I'm going there now and getting me some, and plus the wizard gonna get my ass home. He's on.
It would be the shit, big homie, if I could walk with you and talk with you and get up on a fat bag at you. Cause I've been hanging from this pole for so long and smoking on homegrown, my headache is full blown. I ain't just want a scarecrow with a hat, but if you lift that little latch and I go crash into a pumpkin patch. Don't leave me hanging, big homie, just pull the lever so we can just get to walking the yellow alley together. Cause I don't need a break, don't need anything. I just want somebody to smoke with.
And I'm with that, man, it ain't no thing. We can smoke again, but you gotta put something on it.
And I'm with that, you know I'm with that.
I held set his ass free, he slipped off, then his fucking leg ripped off. And he was like,
don't mind that shit, dog, it ain't nothing at all. Just a little bit of stuff in that straw.
hey Paul, I mean Scarecrow, yo.
Don't ask if I ever tried smoking myself, no.
I only thought with the hey, okay. Anyway, let's get you some real shit down the yellow brick.
We don't need a break, don't need anything. We just need some homies to smoke with.
And I'm with that,
We don't need a break, don't need anything. We just need some homies to smoke with.
We wanna hear you.
We don't need a break, don't need anything. We just need some homies to smoke with.
And I'm with that.
We don't need a break, don't need anything. We just need some homies to smoke with.
And I'm with that.
We don't need a break, don't need anything. We just need some homies to smoke with.
And I'm with that. You know I'm with that.
We don't need a break, don't need anything. We just need some homies to smoke with.
We don't need nothing.
We don't need a break, don't need anything. We just need some homies to smoke with.
Talk about my homies.
We don't need a break, don't need anything. We just need some homies to smoke with.
me headed down the trail. A wicked clown and bail, somebody bound to fail. They try to hoe us and throw us a curve, and I don't know, it's more curse than it's road than up and in a cold fat ass. Walking down the road, we play kick the can and we thug and Juggalo, bugging out Bammer. We goddamn it, strange planet, can't stand it. Trying to find the wizard in this candy land. It's lunatics stomping in my Earth Force One. When they smoke down, hit up with the blue and green bud.
At least you got something on them. Try using hay. I'm losing my shit. I'm getting shorter along the way.
Shit, but I wanna mind. You can hop that ass.
Nobody fucking move. I want your money in cash. Don't even fucking turn around. Don't look back, smiling.
Damn it, even in eyes they thug wildin'.
You ain't safe, ain't no one safe. You falling victim to the violent. Even in your sleep and in your nightmares. What the fuck? You ain't safe, ain't no one safe. You falling victim to the violent. Killers on the creep is what your life is. Life is. I'm made out of metal and aluminum foil. They call me TNTs and y'all drink 40s of motor oil. Which one of y'all holding me? You got weed and all the folks around here smoke stems and seeds, and I need a little bit of that shit you got. Keep looking forward to one of y'all are getting shot. This is my part of the brick road. I painted chrome. If you step in my zone, then your shit is getting stole. You say
ain't safe, ain't no one safe. We falling victim to the violent. Even in our sleep and in our nightmares. We ain't safe, ain't no one safe. We falling victim to the violent. Killers on the creep is what our life is.
Yo, Scarecrow, what up, dog? This is bullshit. I ain't even seen this, so you better pull quick, cause I ain't got shit out here as it is.
so leave us the fuck alone and go rob the
Yeah, he got some Mercedes, stretch Hummer, Navy bus. All we got is this banner, and you fucking with us. I turn around, what the fuck? You ain't even got a gun.
I know you think maybe the wizard got one.
Man, I can't even believe this shit, Crow. A 10-minute dad with no strap. I'm out. What you know about heavy metal, fool, a big gun?
I was just warming up for when I really do get one. Take me with you to the Wizard of Oz so I can get my two. I'm trying to ride with y'all.
What you think, Scarecrow?
We got the same cranium, so that's cool.
But we all should remember the rule.
We ain't safe, ain't no one safe. We falling victim to the violent. Even in our sleep and in our nightmares.
Everybody say
we ain't safe, ain't no one safe. We falling victim to the violent. Killers on the creep is what our life is. We ain't safe, ain't no one safe. We falling victim to the violent. Even in our sleep and in our nightmares. We ain't safe, ain't no one safe. We falling victim to the violent. Killers on the creep is what our life is.
I wasn't there, and it's above like some classic shit that I've already talked about that I was there for. Just because they did that DVD of it, it's been encapsulated so fucking well that you didn't have to be there for it. Like, it's fucking fresh as fuck to watch it on screen, and you can just tell how dope it was. What always like impressed me is how they went out of their way to make everything as fresh as possible. Like, all the fucking like costuming's fucking dope. Like, Mono rolls out there as a fucking scarecrow. Like, Blaze is fucking dressed up as fucking Lion. You got Madrox with the fucking Tin Man shit. Like, everybody's dope. And the attention to detail was really showed whenever at the end Shaggy comes out and he's wearing a fuck off shirt. I was like, oh shit, they even got the fuck off shirt, man. They nailed that shit 100. Fuck yeah. So Wizard of the Hood at the 2 spot for me.
Fuck yeah. 2 spot for me. Esham. Gathering the Juggalos 04.
Detroit listeners out there, you better be sure to stop by Galaxy Club.
Yo! What the fuck is Violent J?
Where's he at? Better get your hip
Yeah! Can I bring my homie out here? Yeah! My homie Shaggy!
Mortification is my next demonstration. I'd ask you for a light, pumping gas at the station. Here's my situation. I hate many people, so I hear no, see no, say no evil. Just like an evil, leave you headless, bloody mess like you was riding a Ducati. Lottie-dottie, broke every bone in your body. I'm not sorry, I probably murder you. Voices telling me do what he say. Kill the DJ, fuck what he play. Mayday, mayday, boom, boom,
hitting mirror balls, laser lights and people on the top. I'm looking for the DJ, cause he don't see it my way. I'm about to blow him out his headphones and spit some ABK. I'm like a Molotov cocktail, breaking on your wall, I'm setting shit off. I blow your lid off, your body falls. You don't need aluminol, I'm leaving blood everywhere. And I'm aiming for the head and hair of everybody there. I'm like a grasshopper, quick to jump, I'm spreading my wings. You say the wicked shit'll die, I say you faggots see his thing. And all you bitches know I'm gangster, don't ask me to dance. I might straight panic, pull the gat and blow your pussy out your pants. It's the wicked shit, it's E&J, it's hotter than hell. And every devil's night we hunt them down and slaughter D12. I take the moose gun and shed your blood and blow it out your back. Turn and face the camera where your action's at. Throw it up, yo! What? Y'all ain't room when we show up. Boom, boom, boom. What? Y'all ain't room when we show up. Boom, boom, boom. What?
Make room, guess who coming in? Grab my gun again. They told me he was one of them, so I done him in. A killer's on the hunt again. Smoke my blunt again. Fatality finished him. I won again. Repentance my vengeance, so I'm not sentenced 100 years. It's burning my ears, and blood is mixed with my tears. My styles get rid of them. Drive-bys and wheelchairs. All you see is smoke in the air, cause we don't care.
Y'all ain't room when we show up. Boom, boom, boom. What? Y'all ain't room when we show up. Boom, boom, boom. What?
You know, no secret, he's my favorite rapper to do this shit ever. So, see him do all the classic shit live. But ask somebody of Dead Flowers and bring Jay and Shaggy out was fucking fresh. And TNT from Notus.
The big Esham across.
Yeah, like orange lettering, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking incredible, man. Esham #2, man. They did I'm not a big fan of the psychopathic era of Esham. I like the wicked shit, the real grimy shit, but they did one of my favorite songs is Boom. Oh, Ball and Jay, the niggas like and every devil's night we slaughtered at D12. That shit is hard.
Looking for the DJ cause he don't see it my way. I'm about to blow up out his headphones and spit some ABK.
Yeah.
Jay goes hard on that song.
Yeah, he kills it. Look, his voice too in that era. Fire, bro.
Jay always try to impress his idol Esham whenever he's on a track with him. He always goes extra hard. You can tell it's his fucking idol. He tries to impress him.
Yeah, man. Incredible era.
Oh yeah, my number 2 was the 2002 ICP leading up to Shangri-La. So
You got your 2 spot, JROCC?
Another Gathering 2002 one. It's Esham's performance at Gathering 2000.
You know. Yeah. Check. Yo. Yeah. I gotta get my mail, y'all. You ain't heard? I gotta get some mail. I gotta get my mail, yo. Get some mail. I gotta get my mail, yo. Get some mail. I gotta get my mail, yo. Getting mail. I gotta get my mail, yo.
Deep in the boondocks with niggas pack glocks. Everybody trying to come up, slinging crack rock. Man made money, now money makes man. Living life in the fast lane, short lifespan. Now I got to get some dough. Living the life of crime's the only life I know. Me and my brother J.A.Y., we do or die. Murder you all with no alibi. For dollars, it makes me holler. Cash flow getting low. Streets dried up, everything be moving slow. In this game, such a dirty shame. You know my name. I'm with the rest of the hustlers. Fuck the fame. Getting mail. Yo, I'm getting mail. Yo, I'm getting mail. Yo, I'm getting mail. Yo, I'm getting mail. I'm getting mail. I'm getting mail. I'm getting mail. Yo, they call me UPS, Federal Express, untouchable nigga Elliot Ness.
weed, learn to cook up a key. Don't get high off your own supply. We're from nigga dreams to having cream. Weight breaking triple beams, staring the eyes of some dope fiends. Amphetamines got my hood on lockdown. Jealous ass niggas won't allow me to put the clock down. I had to sacrifice my family and friends just to clock these ends. Rolling in the bins. It's kinda lonely at the top, but it don't stop. Time to do the flip flop with the crack rock.
Came out old school style like he used to back in the day in a casket.
Oh shit.
He came out the casket and started his set. It was fucking amazing. That was Esham's first gathering appearance.
Yep. Yeah, because I mean, like he wasn't at the first one or anything like that. So yeah, I didn't even think about that. That was his first. That's dope that he broke out the casket for his first appearance. Like, you know, keeping it old school. That's dope. I didn't even think about that.
So the first Joker's card and the last.
I am the wicked shit.
I love Juggalos, bro. It's a credible album.
Move it up to my one spot. And honestly, before we did the Bang Pow Boom episode, Wizard of the Hood was at my one spot. But I went back and watched that footage that I used for the fucking Bang Pow Boom debut at the Gathering 09 and seen 25,000 fucking Juggalos going crazy with pyro as big as the eye can see in the fucking background. I was like, man, I wasn't at Wizard of the Hood. I can only imagine how fucking crazy that felt, like the carnival came to life. But like, I was at that fucking 09 Gathering performance, and the carnival came to life in that moment whenever they debuted Bang Pow Boom.
I'll tell you what for, cause you're the evilest pedophiles. Rapists and abusers, all together we got 50,000 of you users. You're all about to witness an incredible sight. Nobody's ever lived to tell about it, and don't think you might. It's about to rain flames, frames and brains to be blown into pieces. It's the reason to gain. Racist bigots, rape fetus, judges and cowards, all probably together. It's not gonna show us some dollars, but instead the shit you're gonna see, your fury is down. It's a constant explosion, see and feel it you shall. With a bang, say everything. Your complete annihilation is the reason he came. And a power, it's flipping everything out. Turn your whole fucking world into a mushroom cloud. And a boom, it's your inevitable doom. Nobody escapes and everybody's consumed. In the deserts on the fire, when nothing is better. It's a perfect place for you and your intestines to slaughter. Now saying cloud boom, steady stamps you all out. You in the hell for the nuclear fallout. With the snakes and face, creepy sneaks, hunting crooks, horny freaks, shady ladies, evil Ernie's, Richie Ricks and Charlie Cheeks. Bang pow, they say the show is the fire. I heard it straight up explosive, so me they call it napalm. Nobody battles back, this ain't no kind of war. It's a one-way execution, blow you straight the hell through the floor. What the fuck you think you here for? Sound the alarm, ladies and gentlemen, eat shit and die. Let's bring them on with a bang. Say everything, your complete annihilation is the reason he came. And a power, it's flipping everything out. Turn your whole fucking world into a mushroom cloud. And a boom, it's your inevitable doom. Nobody escapes and everybody's consumed. Here is step of six, all demented brains and thoughts. But living all together, every one of them caught. This is a celebration, and bet the carnival's cheering. It's not to walk the bang, power, boom. Making the image in the bridge in the sky. We'll carry away all the ash, but for now let us enjoy the big bang splash. With a bang, say goodbye to everything. Your complete annihilation is the reason he came. Nobody escapes and everybody's consumed.
Juggalos will never fucking die! We'll never die alone! Juggalos will carry on! Each and every one of us! We'll never die alone! Juggalos will carry on! Swing our hatchets if we must! Each and every one of us! Whoop whoop! Juggalos will carry on! Swing our hatchets if we must! Each and every one of us!
You can see in that video, there's gallons of fucking Faygo coming out. It looks like people have like water hoses that would be on a fire truck. There's so much fucking coming out. Like I talked about, there's pyro going off. They're debuting a new song, the title track of what would go on to be the next set of Joker cards. I felt the fucking Dark Carnival magic with that shit for like that was the most I'd ever felt. And like after the original deck, I didn't know if I'd ever feel that magic again. And to feel that shit standing there, man, that like it reinvigorated the whole fucking scene for me. And I don't know if I'd be here if I wasn't there for that magic. So that's got to be the one spot for me. ICP closing down the 2009 Gathering of the Juggalos, 10th annual.
Yeah. Number one for me, Dark Lotus, 04.
Whoa, whoa!
Make the motherfucking noise! Snakes, magically charmed, all disappear with the wave of a wand. Pharaohs eternally rest in a tomb. Axes on leash allow Goon to consume. Nomads wander, where do they go? Scouts go insane in the minds of Juggalos. Sand grains burn when the sun beats down. Skin rots more as the earth spins around. All the dust from the deep of the Lotus. Hold it in the sky, blowing in the air to keep my focus. Cut off my fingertip, I wanna see the blood drip. Up to the tail of Apollo, close my eyes like a wish. On my knees, praying to my holy Lord. Hit me every time I scream at home. Dealing with problems I wanna fucking release. Without the help of a therapist, my family or a priest. You can try to rub my land, I might float out to spike your ass like clear. I'm out to the pyramid, I do confide. But the secrets of the carnival are deep inside. Disrespected, foolish, hocus pocus. I split your forehead and plant my lotus. You don't know what this killer's all about. I might sever your head off and fuck your mouth. Bells and chimes ring 17 times. Faceless souls act out like minds. Pegasus cry as gargoyles take eyeballs from heads like skinless grapes. Even kings will fall to their knees and end up only knowing one word. Man, shaking more than this stuff. Company urgent, no apocalypse of the seven churches. Man, shaking more than this stuff. Company urgent, no apocalypse of the seven churches. Come with me to the legendary land of Alibaba, a place of genies and blind thumbs. Put your wish for rubber land. Take a chance in the land where the genies and the gypsies dead. Magical realms are held high, visions of wishes, and I can see them all down. The vision of vision. I'm a warlock, wide way by, like a bar. Have you talking back with Alibaba? Frog legs, eyes of a cat, teeth of a piranha, scale of a fish, a dream of a wish. Sight beyond sight, you never picture this. Talk in reverse, and then shall appear. Standing in front of you with a smile ear to ear. Some men called upon from world to world, and it even with the souls of the boys and girls. In the damn wasteland, kill another damn demons over the outer sector, searching out the double professor, black magician, fallen Christian, warlock, friend, wishes anything I envision, winning you without a mission. Call a Lord Baba, the wishes savior, pray to the Father, the evil savior. Now you left the birth forever, all the demons come together, take your body to the man, all the demons fall apart. Man, shaking more than this self-cut. Bam, blam, company urgent, no apocalypse of the seven churches. Man, shaking more than this self-cut. Bam, blam, company urgent, no apocalypse of the seven churches. Man, shaking more than this self-cut. Bam, blam, company urgent, no apocalypse of the seven churches. Man, shaking more than this self-cut. Bam, blam, company urgent, no apocalypse of the seven churches.
just like a ghost on the so-called earth. But underground, I'm a monster. Understand certain motherfuckers jump to life. When certain concoctions go down, they get played. Stomach to the blood, all up to the gold piece. Pass out, wake up, snap on the neck within all streets. I need another visit. Southwest LA, green glowing, toxic loving. Lord have mercy. I happen to be your addict in my nugget and I love it, but I can't seem to get enough of the shit. So fuck it. Rotting soul, let him die. Corrosion, rotting soul, let him die. Hear me down, me rotting soul, let him die. Corrosion, rotting soul, let him die. Hear me down, me corrosion, keep creeping. Don't let it rock you away. Scratch it on the surface, hoping that this starts to fade. It's like I'm being eaten from the inside and don't know why. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Am I still alive? Will I breathe again? And if I do, I'll take a breath and hold it in. Grasp all tight to what I have to chase away this like a sin. All I know is what you see and all I do is what you get. But now I'm here reflecting all this in the range of my Lotus. Yo, I come in hard eternally. Disease spreads within me. My organs turn up particles and break out rapidly. I'm voting great, busting in, I'm starting to decay. A new model's on the night, I'm about to leave and out of day. Hell, 6,000 more miles enough to lay somebody down. But I'm stuck in a pile, crawling away and waiting to be found. My creeps is breaking away like all my barrels and wooden handles. Where was I to get? He's just a single Juggalo. Rotting soul, let him die. Corrosion, rotting soul, let him die. Here we don't need rotting soul, let him die. Corrosion, rotting soul, let him die. Here we don't need a light.
Fatal, this often they hurt. I read my fucking penis on my campaign. I wasn't working out beyond corrosion, the mold and frozen.
I try to keep my brain on ice, crystal frozen. I'm walking up the street with a baby goat on the leash. I'm about to throw it off the overpass, one for the beast. Anything to stop the rot and erosion of who I am. I should motherfucking need a fucking bullet. Do it, man.
Looking like glass, I can roll with the low. With the like tree bark, slowly I implode. I'm starting to lose a hold of what I like to call a very young sweater of a soul with so many bars holes. Slipping through the sewer grate, turning into grains of sand. Dragged into the undertow and thrown into a normal man. Skin'll start to crack again, souls will start to blacken in. Everyone's around you looking at you like what's happening.
Get up, get up, get up, get up, everybody get up, get up, get up. skipping in and out of someone's lap. Whistle on the handle, blood dripping down the neck. So I grab that bitch like, you wanna get half up or half wet? Who got a gang of problems? And I'm giving out of a shit, bitch. You can palm victim to the double-headed fury. Go be, can't be worried. Pass me something sharp and wicked. Come on, come on, come on. And I'll pass it back. Don't worry, I'll pass it back. Hey, y'all can get out there. The rain is talking wicked. Come on, y'all. And I'll pass it back. Don't worry, I'll pass it back. I'll hack you. Back to the shit where I stay. Jumping out the blade. Waited till talking and ran through the hood. Chop, jump, jump bombs like the blocks of wood. Can't see myself stopping. If I do, then I'm dead. And the only way I'm dying is if I step on my own head. Grip on the tip, so my nub won't slip. And I'm about to fucking pass it to the hands and to the open. I do your ass and I'm swinging through the butter. When I come out back, you better put up your cover. You know you took a dub now. It's cold. I blacked out last night, get live in the morning. Gotta dig another hole in the backyard. Run, give me a shovel. It ain't that hard. Understand I got a hairpin trigger wrist. When I speak solo, you got the I wanna hear you tap your arms. Come on, come on, come on. And I'll pass it back. Don't worry, I'll pass it back. You know how it's raining. The rain is talking wicked. Come on, Juggalo. And I'll pass it back. Don't worry, I'll pass it back. I'll hack you. Perhaps I had a relapse. I seen a pretty man, and I couldn't relax. I cut through it. I'm on knives with precision, but it's nothing like the feeling of committing the incision. Put it over. A radio programmer brought his head to a bloody pizza with a hammer. Threw it into the sky, let it stick in my fucking pass out and monoxide front forth like that. I took an act and lost my fucking mind on this cup that poured up behind me. I had cups on and started the street, so I slapping the window like I was taking a beat. Oh God, another cop pulled up, so I grabbed the same axe and put it in his forehead. 2 more dead, bloody in his ribbon. I was back to this shit and that's all I remember. Breaking the dreams and a sinner, messages of pain. Only as they might come, run the song and program to be no one. That's me. Set up on my tree and on my shit in the alley with it. Got looking to put your head with it. Watch your blood drain, I just call it to the ground and take it to my grave where you will never be found. That's me. Not giving the fuck again. Unstoppable and crazy, I don't have to pretend. Not Rocky, but I'm sure the rock is yours. Drink sake when I'm smoking funky paw. That's me. Kids call me cousin Lou. Cause my son rocks by my side on the daily and talks to me. Tell me who don't battle. We got a team and it's your life with us. Come on, come on. You think you know me and my juggalo sound? Talk Lotus, who that is? That's me. 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 Yeah, in the end, they all wanna be down. Talk Lotus, who that is? That's me. 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 Standing in the puddle of blood, smoking the badass blood, cutting it up like wood. Didn't really love me and all my homies are dead. At least it's with the voices in my head just said, hey, let's be all up in your mug, don't get it punched. Knock, knock, now your lips all fucked up. Wanna stop, my rims up too. Then I peel back out on your face, you motherfucking lose me. Crazy and I'm fucked up bad. I got a hostage in the officers making me mad. Negotiations failed to watch it on the news because I shot that motherfucker right in plain view. That's me, what bitch, you got something to say? Well, my knuckles always got your teeth prints all up in them. Ooh, I skin them, why your face so rough? Little duck tape on the fingers in the back, the fuck up. You think you know me and my juggalo sound? Talk Lotus, who that is? That's me. 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 Yeah, in the end, they all wanna be down. Talk Lotus, who that is? That's me. Who that is? That's me. Who that is? That's me. Who that is? That's me right behind you, mad as hell, no swearing. Making all the straight sounds in your face, staring. Knocking over trash cans, breaking 40 bottles. Stealing from the streets, I'm a jail role model. That's me in a cloud wig, swinging a machete. Big blood, my chest up in the party like a fatty. That's me, big wicked shit, fuck hardcore. No knives in the car and have a running for the door. That's me, that's right, you shitting on a little bird. I'll be squashing motherfuckers for whatever, whatever. Sprinkle dust from the dead inside your favorite drink. Sit back and laugh and watch that fat ass head shrink. The bunch of pussy popping that chopper. Swinging blades like a helicopter. Murdering level. That's me, and notice, I'm down for the Lotus. Like a kamikaze, I hit the vocal booth and blow it. Shit the fuck up. Come on, go shit the fuck up. Lotus. Who that is? That's me. 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 Yeah, in the end, they all spread the word to the world if the bodies are see. You can hear the thunder clap, the full moon gleaming like the eyes of a cat. The dark Lotus is back, bitch.
The burlap sacks, the bloody fucking aprons, fire, bro.
Fuck yeah.
I love that shit, man. I ain't see that in years, and the homie Robbie, when TwiZtiD History posted, like, yeah, it just put a smile on my face, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Black Rain was already out, so
Black Rain era. They would have been like coming right off of that tour, right? I think that tour would have been like just around that time.
I believe because the record came out in July, I believe, or somewhere around there. But yeah, man, incredible. Lotus #1 for me. I don't got an ICP on here because I've been to other shows that are better than what was at the Gathering 04. But yeah, #1, Lotus 04.
All right, yeah. My #1, Wizard of the Hood, man.
These woods are looking scary. Everybody stay close to me. And we staying on track so that Jay can get back to Detroit like he's supposed to be. So very scary, so dark, so eerie. For everybody near me, I'm weary. Fuck a cemetery cause they bury the dead. And very much I'll be alive. We seeing vines and hides. And all the streets that tower us are on a date storm out. It's red stripes on your cheeks when you slap your tongue out. This be the bad side of town that got us looking around. They put it down, we see a mushroom buggy straight to the ground. They know my God, it's getting darker. Call me Peter Parker. The spiders just biting, I'm hearing noises, they frightened. I just realized something holding on to Crow's hoodie. I'm getting paranoid fast, burning all this mud grass. Something is watching us, creeping around. I hear its feet to the ground. It's gonna be beating us down and half eaten when found on something decent tomorrow.
Now you acting like a little bitch right
now.
Morbid Horus, you can't ignore this. It's horrifying. Horror chorus, something's before us. It's horrifying. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Morbid Horus, may they be yours. It's horrifying. Man, let's get it done. What is going on?
What the fuck? I heard a branch snap, listen, a twig break, a leaf crunch. Somebody's missing.
Man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, bro.
Let's just stick to this road and be quick to that drug. I took a shit in the woods and wiped my ass with a purple mushroom about an hour ago, I assume. Maybe that's why I always feel like somebody's watching me and I get no privacy. Save it for your bedroom, man. Screaming there, you was right. These scared pigs, the lion is there. Once I heard that, I knew that's all it would take. I started screaming like a cheerleader about to get raped. The big ass lion jumped out like he was ready to fight. At least it's 3 against 1, but I'm the only one in sight. My 2 homies was gone, lost deep in the night. I pulled the blunt out, but then the lion said, you got a light?
Morbid Horus, you can't ignore this. It's horrifying. Horror chorus, something's before us. It's horrifying. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Morbid Horus, may they be yours. It's horrifying. Oh shit!
The king of the jungle, it's me, not Tarzan, so go. I'm the lion, you stepping on my turf, and boy, you're dying tonight, and that's for certain. That's for certain. It's your lucky day. You think I'm here to play? You saw the tune out in the sign, you had to cross it anyway. Bring it to the killing, you don't even make me laugh. You suffered in my kingdom, the next rest so last.
It's the death of this rushing man. Ask you a question, you got everything. Why you fucking with something with nothing? We ain't even from around here, we just passing through. You come crashing through, I'm only asking you.
Truth is, I'm bored, everybody's scared of me. I smell y'all over here puffing the lovely. And fuck that blunt facts, I'm just gonna ask. You any of y'all motherfuckers know where the hoes at?
Maybe on the southwest side, I know a few, but straight up, I know them hoes ain't tryna fuck you.
How about I swipe your head off?
How about you relax? I'm only saying these hoes don't fuck half lions like that. But I know this one player, this pimp right here in town, he's got man furry bitches that be swinging their tails round. His name is the Wizard, fact, that's where we headed.
Don't mind if I do tag along, fucking give me some
Morbid Horus, you can't ignore this. It's horrifying. Horror chorus, something's before us. It's horrifying. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Morbid Horus, may they be yours. It's horrifying.
These woods are looking scary. Everybody stay close to me. And we staying on track so that I can get back to Detroit like I'm supposed to be. These woods are looking scary. Everybody stay close to me. And we staying on track so that they can get back to Detroit like he's supposed to be. These woods are looking scary. Everybody stay close to me. to be. These woods are looking scary. Everybody stay close to me. And we staying on track so that you can get back to Detroit like it's supposed to be. These woods are looking scary. Everybody stay close to me. And we staying on track so that you can get back to Detroit like he's supposed to be. These woods are looking scary. Everybody stay close to me. And we staying on track so that you can get back to Detroit like he's supposed to be.
Man, what the fuck is this weird ass shit?
It looks like a big ass yellow, purple, green, and faggot ass pink mushroom field. That might have been that mushroom too.
I don't usually, I'm allergic to eating these, but I'm about to eat about 7 or 8 of them bitches right now.
Fuck it, let's eat. Come on. Come on, let's go.
Thoughts fly away in a mushroom field. Randomly telling what's revealed. Filling my pockets cause it's worth a meal. And the kingdom's over them hills. Thoughts fly away in a mushroom field. Randomly telling what's revealed. Filling my pockets cause it's worth a meal. And the kingdom's over them hills. Let me go ahead and eat a few of these things. See if I can't hang. What you thinking about? Cigarettes, menthol only. To grow old with my kids and my homies. Only years on that boat, so lonely. And all them crows shitting on me. What you thinking about?
Making payments on the Batmobile with the fat sound system and the 32-inch wheels. Everybody on the yellow brick jocking. Well, I'm just never real slow. What you thinking about?
I ain't the Mac, my homie from way back. Everybody got a homie like that. In fact, I hope he okay. I hope his mama doing good. You should call her. Maybe I should. What you thinking about? Yeah, sitting on triple gold dates. Sun shining on him and they bundle up the paint. People gonna catch you cause show respect. I'm the king, rule over everything. What you thinking about? A fine bitch and some weed to smoke. I gotta have a little bit of puss to pull. A fat bag of draw with a hoe, and that's all you really need to know. What you thinking about? Titties, they come in all shapes and sizes. Each bitch with their own surprises. And if they only had one on their back when hitting doggy, you could suck on that. What you thinking about?
Yeah, finishing off my Migo set and making that small dream an accomplishment. So I can find a new hobby like collecting skin. Never removed from the package all mint. What you thinking about?
Bitches, that's what I'm thinking about. They clothes so tight, ass and titties looking so bright. Stacks of cash, all kinds of tropical hash and hitting blunts through my last. Now what you thinking about? Ain't you dead, homie? Who you dead? Who you dead? You? Where I'm from is cool. Anyway, I'm just wondering when it's cold and shit dropping. I'm trying to get my gold 6 hopping. What you thinking about?
Watching my favorite wrestling pay-per-views on a 100-foot screen. Television tube with the fast forward button. I can fly past the choppers while eating pizza, getting fat. What you thinking about?
Wizard, I really hope he's there. And he can help Jay get the fuck out of here. I hear what you saying, bro. Tim, what you think?
Man, he better have some drinks. What you thinking about?
What I'm thinking about, going home and it's down this path we roll. Come on. Thoughts fly away in the mushroom field. Randomly telling what's revealed. Filling my pockets cause they worth a meal. And the kingdom's over them hills. Thoughts fly away in the mushroom field. Randomly telling what's revealed. Filling my pockets cause they worth a meal. And the kingdom's we wanna hear you! Thoughts fly away in the mushroom field. Randomly telling what's revealed. Filling my pockets cause they worth a meal. And the kingdom's over them hills. Oh yeah! Thoughts fly away in the mushroom field. Randomly telling what's revealed. Filling my pockets cause they worth a meal. And the kingdom's over them hills. Over them hills.
Well, hold up, though. Hold up, Jay. Man, I know you want to go home, but why the fuck can't you just stay here in this fantasy-ass fantasy land with us, man?
Yeah, what we got going on is so cool back
Come on, dog. I mean, you just got here.
It ain't always all good, but
it's all about time and chance. It's gotta be. You got trailer park moms winning Powerball lottery, and if a little girl gets stuck in a well, you got the whole world feeling the hell and trying to help. We got good intentions, maybe bad ideas, like fucking find Netflix with gonorrhea. But the adventure is real, and ain't nobody alone, especially me. So come the fuck on, let's get home. I got bitches to fuck. We be in Rich's trunk at the Mexican festival, hitting switches. The bed be elevating, no hating, only congratulating in the hopes that he tailgating with they dead hoes waiting on days. Mad and trust me so tight, that's why I'm trying to go back. Sometimes it be alright, and the rest of the bullshit I can walk right through. I'm trying to see a wheelchair, a hot nurse at 102 years old, and a tree, and the earth, and the smoke, and the game. The tree is all right. Going on, but that's where I belong, because Jackson, y'all. I said I'm singing without the little boys and the plastic doors.
We kick the wicked shit in packed ass clubs. We scrubs your everyday Joes, mics and town dub. But that's our thing, and we love that shit. And people sick, thinking wicked shit gon' quit. Tell me why you stress me, L-I-F-E. Everything's a new adventure for the fellas with me. We only got so long. I'm trying to get out and see. I'm trying to get out and be. Who trying to do it like me? You might see from above. You might fall in love. You might get your dick sucked from the back like wood. You might discover your niche. And look, you ain't a bitch. All this just days after you was gonna quit. I ain't not some mother. You whack motherfucker. This shit for juggalos. We talking to each other, not the mother hoes. We shutter those hoes, the back rows, and crack those fagos, and the place explodes. And the kush is all. It ain't much going on, but that's where I belong. Because some of them days be shiny diamonds. And it can't be wrong because some of them nights the moon be shining. Like a world of ghosts of a done explode. And I'll be climbing, homies climbing, heaven I'm in. People can't do their thing, and mine is singing. I'm singing like Eddie Vedder, only better. I said I'm singing, I'm singing, and making cheddar somehow, and smoking shredder somehow. Ain't much going on, but that's where I belong. Because some of them days be shiny diamonds. And it can't be wrong because some of them nights the moon be shining. Like a world of ghosts of a done explode. And I'll be climbing, homies rhyming, heaven I'm in. People can't do their thing, and mine is singing. I'm singing like Axl Rose in there when he was with Slash in there. I said I'm singing, I'm singing, I'm fucking singing, I'm fucking singing. Well, let's get you home here. There it is, y'all. Take a look at that palace. Hey, fountains of Alizé. It'd be amazing, devastating, out of control. Wizard logo on a gold flagpole. Let's roll front door, ring the bells. We here, free beer, we there. So glad to be there. We can tell they be smoking on something sonic. I smelt it in the hallways. I'm always on it. Ask the God what that shit is.
It's his herd, the wizard.
What, he don't share like a big nerd? He was like,
fools get their gizzards chopped when asking around about the wizard's crop.
And I thought, what you thinking? Was that ABK?
Just stick to the hallway, okay? Go away.
At the wizard's gates, we all knocked and we walked all in. Let the party begin. Ball in.
Come here, to meet a big W. You're crazy, your voice in trouble too. I need a one-line pick, daddy, listen, can't pick. Tell me what the fuck you thinking? I'm blinking, I set your
Face is on fire, damn it, must be a faulty buyer. Well, fuck, my voice didn't run out again, but you're still in terrible danger, my friend.
10 man ran and disbanded the curtain. It was just some fool in a fuck off shirt, and it was all in the game. We maintained the same.
Hi, Shaggy, Struts, Nuts, be the real name of the wizard if you want, but it's all up front. I've been here 9 years, 8 days in a month, so I started this hustle, now it's getting me paid. I gotta admit, I get laid with my own parade, but a player like me knows what you want. A player like me holds magic blood.
The magic blood?
The magic blood, I've been saving it up. What, all for you fools are getting what you want, cause a player like me holds magic blood.
The magic blood?
The magic blood, I'm lighting it up. Now what, Mr. Lion?
Yeah.
You in need of a hold and flow.
What up, though?
She's yours or any other bitch you step. You don't let no rep go intercept you. 10 man, it's your turn to hit the game.
Nothing, I don't understand.
Your wishes for iron when you made out of steel, but you already the hardest for real. Scarecrow, my man, hit the drum.
Some homies to smoke with me?
I know,
I'm puffing, but I ain't seeing nothing.
What about the homies that's with you? You saying they frontin'?
But I love Tim, Dizzy, the Lang, and Jada.
They down with you for like two, and volunteer. Now it's your turn to burn. Just hit that shit in the page we turn. Just hit that shit in the page we turn. Just hit that shit in the page we turn.
You in the hood, man. Look up Team Disney and me, man. I'll see you guys, man. Hey, man, we love you, dog. I love you guys. I'll see you next time I'm in the motherfucking house. And the next thing I knew,
fucking wild performance. I've said this. I don't know if I've said this on their show, but I've said this before. Is that like I'm watching it and I'm like, oh shit, man, they're putting a lot into this because they got the screen behind them and shit. But the moment I was like, bro, they spent a lot of fucking money on this. This is ridiculous. Is when the midgets came out. When them fucking midgets came out, I said, holy shit. Just think about it. They had to fucking find midget actors and then fly them in or drive them into the gathering just to have them come out on stage for this. Like, that blew my mind.
Probably paid for a hotel for like 20.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Just wild, man. Wild. And yeah, and it kind of being kind of the, I mean, in a way, the send off of TwiZtiD, you know, from Psychopathic in a lot of ways.
It's like the last hurrah of the family era, for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I think it has to be on your list if you're doing a top 5 gathering performances. Yeah, so it's my number 1 for sure.
You got at your 1 spot, JROCC.
Got no choice. Wizard of the Hood.
Hell yeah.
Amazing. Every part about that was amazing. The energy at that gathering before that performance, I ain't never seen nothing like that before.
Yeah, that's something that Juggalos had like speculated and talked about forever, wanting that fucking show to happen. And then like I said, I think people just thought like Jay was gonna come out and rap, and then Monoxide was gonna come out there and fucking homies to smoke with, and it wasn't gonna be like a big production, man. But they just took it that extra notch, like we've all talked about, the fuck off shirt just being added, and like the little dancers out on stage, just everything added. I even heard they had like the walk up to it. They tried to put like gold down, so you're walking up like a golden alleyway or whatever to the fucking stage. Like just everything was perfect for that one. I mean, I had a different one at number 1, but it's hard to say that wasn't the best performance ever. It's magical. I get goosebumps to this day watching it.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Dope looking at the memories of the gathering. Like I said, I can't believe it was 22 fucking years ago today that all of us were gathering in Novi, just a bunch of fucking kids that had no idea what the fuck was gonna go on. And still it's going on today. Luke's about to hit it up this year. JROCC's gonna be there this year. So I mean, it's still fucking going on that many years later. Whenever me and JROCC was talking about what we were going to talk about on the show, I was like, 22 years ago, most of us weren't even fucking 22 when we went to the fucking show. And it's been 22 years since then. So, like, it's just crazy. At times fly. It's dope that ICP's been able to keep the shit going this entire time. Only been missing that 1 year whenever they literally couldn't do it because, like, the government shut the shit down. So, it's been here every year, fucking staple in the fucking Juggalo community. Definitely deserves some light to be shined on it. Before we get out of here, always ask 5 questions pertaining to the subject we're talking about. So we'll go ahead and get into 5 questions about the gathering of the Juggalos.
Why do these questions come to mind?
Best non-Juggalo music festival you've ever been to?
Oh, it's got to be a festival?
Or concert, either or.
Slipknot, Tattoo the Earth. Fucking, how old was I?
That was 01? Is that 01?
01 Iowa era, bro.
Yeah.
Sean's mask was so fucking ill then, bro. Violent as fuck. Pit. Just in Iowa, like, self-title's my favorite, but my favorite era is Iowa, so yeah. That was incredible.
Yeah, that Iowa era, man, that was fucking crazy. That was just like a fight the entire time being in the pit. Like, you felt like you were getting punched in the face by the ferocity of the music coming off the stage.
Fuck yeah. I love all the albums. I'm not like one of them fans that just like the first 2, but let's be honest, that's that best shit.
It's the best, yeah.
Well, I got 2, I guess, technically. One is the Midnight when I saw them in 2019. I don't really tour that much. If you watched our favorite, which is probably one of our least watched episodes, our top 5.
I think it is the least watched. That or the horror movie one.
Top 5
Nobody gives a fuck unless it's Juggalo shit.
I think the Midnight were my number 1. So when I went to go see them the first time, I did the whole VIP thing, which I don't normally do, and did all that shit, and it was fucking dope. Wild experience. The saxophone player fucking jumped off the stage, jumped on top of the bar, started playing the fucking sax at the bar. It was fucking dope.
Yeah.
And my other number 2 was when, long time ago, probably like 2000, I saw Goldfinger and Real Big Fish in Peoria, and that show was fucking crazy. I've told the story before where like Goldfinger was on stage and they were having the whole crowd jump, And because there were so many people there, I was packed in there. I jumped higher than I've ever jumped in my life. They carried me with them. It was a fucking crazy experience. So dope. I went with all my friends at that time. It was really fucking dope. So those would be my two.
Hell yeah.
Real Big
That's
Fish
just-
like a ska band, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy when you're in a mosh pit and you're just elevating. Like you're not even doing it yourself. You're just literally levitating.
Yeah, that's what
not
it
in
was
control
like.
of it at all.
I was like, God, yeah, that was like when Real Big Fish was really popping off and shit. That was like when there was like that new punk like revival was happening at that time, early 2000s. So it was dope.
I'm gonna go with Cottonmouth Kings at their shows locally here in Omaha from '98 to '99, 2000 era.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
Fuck, I'd never seen energy like that. Besides that era of the Cottonmouth Kings was wild as fuck. Their
So
live
you,
were just filled with energy like I've never seen before.
so you got to see Saint Dog.
Oh yeah, I met
Fuck yeah, that's dope, man. I went to Hallowicked '98, and one of the big reasons I went is to see fucking Cottonmouth Kings. They were my second favorite band at the time because I didn't know who TwiZtiD was yet, and fucking they got kicked off that tour. So like I never got to see Saint live with the Kings. That's one of the shows I want to see is like a '98 era fucking Royal Highness era Cottonmouth King show live. That'd be dope.
I got some videos of Saint Dog on Bootlegged at the Gathering.
Hell yeah.
Some raw videos that I did back in the day.
Oh yeah.
I was watching some of the Malenko tour that they were opening for, and they were closing down the show when they were doing Pass Me By, and Cottonmouth Kings would come out, and like Saint was out there singing Pass Me By, man. That shit like hit different once Saint had passed on, and seeing that motherfucker sing every word to it. So dope ass fucking legacy between them two groups for sure.
Oh, yeah.
For me, it's going to be Louder Than Life 2016 Slipknot once again. Like Mike was talking about, headlined in 2016, man, they still go just hard as fuck. The mosh pits were fucking crazy. Korn was on the bill. Ghost was on the bill. Seven Dust, Disturbed. It was a dope ass fucking concert. And like the highlight of it was Korn had just released Serenity of Suffering, which had a track with Corey Taylor on it, A Different World. And Corey Taylor came out without his mask during Korn's set and sang the song with them. Guessing for the first time ever, maybe only time ever, because they filmed it for their video, and that's like the music video for that song is the fucking show I was at. So kind of like can always go back and watch that and be like, damn, I'm in that fucking crazy ass mosh pit somewhere, because I was rocking the fuck out. It was the first time I'd ever seen Korn. I've been a Korn fan since '96, and I'd never seen them, and I seen them that time. And after their performance is the only time in my life I've ever been physically exhausted. I went like to the fucking like grass area and just passed the fuck out and couldn't move. I was sober as fuck, didn't smoke, didn't drink, didn't do nothing. Just rocked out so hard at Korn I couldn't fucking move.
What year was that?
2016.
Oh man, so you got to see Papa 2 and Papa 3. That was the best of Ghost right there.
Yeah, I was telling about like how I didn't know what Ghost was, and a lot of people didn't. It was 2 stages. Like there would be one band playing while the other one's setting up. The other band would go on the other stage, and like before Korn, Ghost was playing, and all the Korn fans were like just kind of fucking around, smoking, talking. And like once Ghost kicked on in the stage show, like everybody's like kind of turned and started watching Ghost. It was fresh.
I guess that would be on mine too, favorite, because I saw Ghost that same year, 2016, in St. Louis, and that was a wild show because that was, like I said, that's Papa 2, Papa 3, and all their songs have like a church hymn feel to them where you can like sing along with them. And that was another really, really fucking dope concert that I went to. I'm glad you brought that up because I totally forgot about that show.
Hell yeah. Moving on to question number 2. If you could attend any gathering of the Juggalos in history, what year would it be?
2001.
Lotus year?
Yeah, to purchase that CD, my favorite album from Psy ever. Yeah.
Yeah, and to see that performance, like JROCC was talking about, legendary shit.
My favorite Rydas album dropped in too, I think. Riding Dirty dropped.
Riding Dirty.
Fury, I think. Yeah, so they're my favorite Rydas and Lotus. So yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's yours for sure.
Yeah.
Knowing how much you probably love Tales from the Lotus Pod.
And Riding Dirty. Riding Dirty's my favorite Rydas album.
Favorite Rydas album. You like Rydas more than you like Lotus. You love fucking Lotus.
Yeah, I go to the first annual just to go to the first annual, just to be at the vibes, you know, and just fucking, yeah, first annual.
I go back to 2009 because it's a year that I missed. And Otis played that year, and it was the only time they ever played, and I missed it. So I was bummed to miss that, but I would love to go back to 2009.
I was gonna say he don't have many to pick from.
I was gonna say like he's barely missed any, so he's like, I'll go back and relive one of the fresh ones I went to, motherfucker.
Which of the 2 or 3 would I want to go to?
Straight up.
They performed Life After Death that day too, man. Seen the
Yep.
footage of that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck it, dude.
For me, it'd be 2016 to see fucking Wizard of the Hood live. Because, I mean, like I said, that shit's magical on DVD, so I could only imagine like being on some fucking really good weed and ecstasy watching that shit. That'd be another fucking level. So I'll pick 2016. Moving on to question number 3: artist that hasn't been at a gathering of the Juggalos that you most want to see at a gathering.
My favorite hip hop group of all time, man, Wu-Tang Clan. All 9 of them. Well, 8 of them. RP ODB all day.
Yeah.
Had to be a hologram for ODB. We do that though.
His performance was not that good at 04 gathering.
I was gonna say he's been at a gathering, so at least if the rest of them there, you can say all of them has been at the gathering.
Yeah. We're at 04. Mumbled me to death.
And he passed away a couple months after.
Yeah.
That was him on some super crack fucking era for sure.
Yeah, he was cracked the fuck out on 04. RIP old Dirty.
I had one, but actually I thought of another one. The one I had was Ghost, because I think they would do really fucking well in a gathering. Setting. Especially they came out with the incense and shit. Like their stage show was fucking crazy. But the other one I had was Rage Against the Machine.
Oof.
They're starting to do shows again. Rage would fucking kill at a gathering.
I love Rage, bro. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That'd be dope as fuck.
3 classics.
I picked Snoop Dogg because I've been trying to push him since the first gathering, and we never got Snoop. But holy rappers that we never got. He's huge, but I think we could have got him and he'd have killed it. Snoop would have destroyed it.
I got Snoop as well. Like, I think it'd be so dope to see the Shaggy Show live. Like, you get that fucking added band bonus of him being there, and aside from like him being one of my top 5 rappers of all time, I just think it would be dope to see him at the gathering. Hopefully he would do the Tech 9 thing and pick the songs that the Juggalos want to see. Like, you got to play Murder Was the Case. Like, don't pull Red and Meth and don't play in the Blackout album. Like, you got to play the shit that the Juggalos want to hear. So do that and then come out for the fucking Shaggy Show, man. That'd be dope as shit for Snoop. Moving on to question number 4. Best gathering logo of all time.
I'm going 04 because I've been there. The little bubble lettering and the in flames, the hatchman in flames. Yeah.
I'm actually gonna go this year. I actually really fucking like the logo this year with the Hatchet Man as like the cloud, and then they got the moon and the sun and shit. I think it's really fucking dope.
Yeah, I like that logo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the very first and second gathering logo, the OGs. I love that logo.
Yep. That's what I'm gonna go with. I got the poster right here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfucking frame.
Hell yeah, I got that in my hallway frame too.
It's damaged because it survived like one day being at the gathering with me. So like I bought it when I first got there because I didn't want them to sell out. So you had to walk around with the motherfucker the whole first day. So like it's battle damage, but that just shows that it was fucking there. So I think that's super dope. The other one, since you said the first one, I'll go with 2017 as the honorable mention. Because that's like arguably the worst gathering in history as far as the cops being all over everybody's ass and everybody not having a good time and like the setting not being very good. That logo was dope as fuck though. It was the play on the Friday the 13th logo because it was at that like lake place. So it had like Jason coming out of the lake, said Gathering of the Juggalos with the fucking Friday the 13th font. So I always thought that was super dope. So I'll give that one an honorable mention. Gonna be a long one here. Question number 5 to close it out. You're in charge of booking the main stage for one night of the Gathering of the Juggalos. What are the 6 artists you're going to book?
Well, I'm running this shit, so, you know, it was my number one choice. Illest group since the Wu, Zelda. Westside Gun, Benny the Butcher, Conway. They're going to open the shit. And then they got my favorite shit in the Wicked shit right now. I got Outlaw Zooey Lou. Then I got Super Famous Fun Time Guys. Then I got the homie Darby O'Trill, LSP shit.
I think he'll be there this year at the gathering. I think he'll actually be there for the LSP shit.
Then
I'll get to Darby that motherfucker in person.
Louis gonna come up and throw him off the stage.
I have like those little ropes set up where I can just, he steps on the rope.
Then I'm gonna have Fieldy get better and put him back in Corn, and Corn's gonna be there. And then last but not least, my favorite rapper of all time, Nas. Nas. There you go.
That's another one that could have been on the list for me, that of a rapper that I've always wanted to be there. No, I didn't. The thing with Snoop though, he's been on a song with him, so you can kind of see that happening. With Nas, I could just never see it happening. Like he don't need that. He don't need that bag.
You know, Busta was there, Ice Cube was there, Scarface and shit. So yeah, Escobar there.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so I've got mine set up like an actual setup. You know what I'm saying? So you got openers, then you got the big X, right? So first, I kick it off with Fams and the Hooligans. They fucking kill it every show. Cam Zool, they fucking came out with the fucking shit, and then Fams came out with the Pope suit and shit. Like they know how to get a fucking crowd going. So then after Fams and the Hooligans, I'd have my personal homie and the guy I'm the manager of, SON, come out. SON, fucking rocket. He's got kind of like Lotus-ish style, granite size, fucking dope. So I'd have him fucking come out, kill it. And then I'd have, after SON, I'd have AXC come out on stage with him. They perform Amen and then go straight into fucking whatever their set is. Then after AXC, I'd have Esham come out, spit that wicked shit. And after Esham, kind of who I was talking about earlier, I'd have Ghost fucking come out and do their shit. Of the fucking incense, the whole fucking nine. And then, I mean, I'm booking the gathering. Who's got to be on the gathering? ICP. They've got to be on the main stage, bro. Come on now. ICP. So that would be my set list right there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, my 6 is a little different. I got Zug Island, first of all. That's my number 1. My number 2 would be Snoop Dogg, of course. My number 3, gotta have Esham. Number 4 would be Public Enemy.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Number 5 would be an NWA reunion. That never happened. That should happen.
It's more holograms.
Yeah. And of course, ICP to end it off.
Oh, yeah. Imagine how fucking psyched ICP would be that NWA is opening for them. That'd be like whenever Crazy was opening for them when they ran out on stage. They're so fucking hype.
Yeah.
Crazy rocking the Jeckel Brothers jersey too.
Yep. Yeah, it was the Jeckel Brothers tour. That shit was dope.
Yeah, it's like when TwiZtiD opened up for V Sinister at the camp.
Straight up. For mine, I went album shows instead of just picking an artist. I went because I'm a mark for the album shows, because it's something that I've seen so many concerts that it's hard to like pick just a regular concert from ICP to make it stand out. So I went with album shows, starting it off with Dumpin' from Psychopathic, Rydas to kick it off, give it that original Gathering of the Juggalo flavor with the very first thing. One Less G performance by Blaze.
Oh shit.
Move into Absolute Power by Tech 9. Keep that fucking, kind of going by a little bit of era. Then moving on to that new shit, Mausoleum by the Zool Boys to kick it off. Right before Freak Show by TwiZtiD, front to back performed, because like I said, they broke it out at that first gathering. It's got that kind of historical significance behind it to break out the whole fucking album at gathering. Then to top it off, for me, it'd be Forgotten Freshness 1 and 2 performed front to back, because that's my favorite release of Psychopathic history, the first one that I was around for to wait for it to come out in the stores. So I've always had a super fucking like attachment to that. It's got fucking Mental Warp. It would basically be closing out the show with Mental Warp. Sign me up for that. So that'd be my 6.
Word.
That shit was dope, man. Getting to talk about and go back through the old school gathering shit, man. Everybody's getting ready to go upcoming to the Gathering of Dreams. Fucking gather your ass off, man. If you only get to do it once, if you're one of the people who's only gonna get to do it once, fucking balls to the wall, man. You're only there once if you're one of the fucking people like JROCC, because I know there's a bunch of us been there fucking 18 times, going on their 19th, but they hang out with them. They'll know how to get you through it. If you're struggling, find one of them fucking old school dudes that know how to get you through it. They'll have some water for you. Shit, people look out for each other. It's a dope ass thing. Like I said, it's fresh that ICP's been able to keep this shit going now from 2000 to 22. The one good thing about the year that COVID got knocked out, at least now the numbers are equal. Because it was the gathering 2009 was the 10th annual. So everybody was always thrown off, but now it's the 22nd annual in 2022. So at least you can make one silver lining out of that shit. Want to remind everybody to check out Bootlegged at the Gathering. JROCC's got a dope ass channel over there on YouTube, man. Definitely check that shit out. The link will be in the description. Check out Speak Your Clout as always. LukeTheGoon.com, and every Thursday right here on Fago Lovers, check out 5 Piece. Until next Thursday, I'm the Jokerz Gallery. This is 5 Piece. We out.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Every day I die. Back to the start, another try. I got the time, so why shouldn't I? Every day I die. Back to the start, another try. I got the time, so why shouldn't I? I've got too much time on my hands. Got too much time on my hands.